Hey, what's up, team? Good morning, good morning. Hope y'all are well today. Hold on one second. We're gonna get everything rolling here real quick. Hey, really quick, we need 5 subscribers to break 41K. So, everybody, just real quick, if you haven't subscribed, you know you want to, just click the subscribe button. We need 5 more. You know, I'm not asking for much here. Hit the subscribe button, you know you want to. Anyways, now that that's settled, what's up, guys? Hope y'all are well today. Look at WIMI ripping up big here. Hold on one second. I can't see what y'all are saying here. I'm not in the chat yet. Hold on. There we go. Hey, we got 94 people here already, guys. Good morning. Hope y'all are well today. Hey, what's up, Romeo? What's up, sir? What's up, Matthew? Tiberius? What's up, Steve? What's up, Mo? LMNL? I mean, I don't know. We're up to see LMNL here. I mean, LMNL is still kind of up there. I'm watching 550s. Hey, what's up, Johnny? Logan? Robert? Steve? Good morning, guys. Hey. Whew, man, I love mornings. Let me know in the chat right now, are you a morning person or not? I'm certainly a morning person. My wife Carol makes fun of me because I am out at night. Like, 10 o'clock hits and my kids are staying up later than me. I'm out. It's probably because I get up at 6 a.m. every morning. But still, I love the mornings. The mornings are great. So let me know how you feel about the mornings in the chat right now. You're getting old? I am, Steve. That is accurate. I am getting old, sir. But hey, I still love the mornings. I've always loved the mornings. I know my dad is like a big morning person too, and I think if you trade the stock market, you kind of got to be a morning person because the afternoons, I mean, there's not really much to look at. Speaking of all this, though, look at Jagx here. Jagx is starting to run. Look at this. It's up there. It's up to 4s for Jagx. Matthew says you come on too late for me to watch more than 50 minutes. Hey, brother, I apologize. I still think it's probably the opposite for most people. I think for most people, I probably started up a little bit too early. Most streamers started up, you know, 15, 20 minutes before the bell. So, but yeah, look at Jagx. But I'm sorry, like I said, I you know, maybe we'll start it up early a few days and let you hang out with us. We got OPTT push it up here. We got BIOL making some moves. NAK, XELA. We've got Sun W again today. We've got IBIO, Gevo. Move it up some as well. Hoth. So today what I'm really seeing, we got DPW. Today what I'm really seeing, we got a lot of gap ups, but not many good volume gap ups. So like they're not terrible. You know, I wouldn't call them low volume. You know, this one's not bad for like DPW, but it's definitely not great. And the only real good ones are like ACOR, which has like on average, I would say about 75K per minute traded on average over pre-market. So far, it has 3.1 million volume today. So good volume for the most part for ACOR. It really depends on what the float is here, but and then WIMI obviously is just ripping up here. And this one has the best volume. It's the top watch today. WIMI looking very strong, up to 850s right now, and we'll see the catalyst. Hey, my man Tim, thank you for that $4, brother. Shout out to you. Hey, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You're getting it started early today, huh? Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much, dude. But yeah, you know what I really should try to do. Yeah, I bet, Glenn. Glenn said, when I first got a Webull account, I couldn't wait to get up at 4 a.m. to beat everyone to the market. And then pre-market risk got him. And yeah, that'll happen for sure. But no, what I was going to say, Tim, thank you for the $4 dono, brother. But what I was going to say is I should really have something that I do for donations, right? To like encourage donations a little bit more. I've seen some streamers, like I watch Joshua Fluke a lot. If y'all know Joshua Fluke, he's like He's like a programming kind of tech, maybe job niche is what he kind of really is. But he'll do push-ups for donations, and so maybe I should do push-ups. That seems like a good idea, but you guys wouldn't be able to see it, so we'll think of something. Don't donate to me because I'm not doing push-ups right now. I'll tell you right now, you donate to me, I ain't getting up right now and doing push-ups. I'm comfortable. It's cold in my house right now, you know. My wife's like Mr. Freeze up in here, and she's keeping this house like 60 degrees. It's cold, man. But no. We got WIMI. We're watching this. It's sitting right around 850s. We'll see if it holds there. Here's 7s. We got 750 here. That looks okay. $8. 911, 910. So yeah, these are the levels we're watching for WIMI. Let me start looking up some catalysts here. Oh, bro, I ain't doing no push-ups right now, dude. Y'all are crazy. I ain't doing push-ups right now. It's too cold in my house for that. You know? Like I said, it's cold here, bro. Y'all don't know. My wife's Mr. Freeze here, man. She freezes me out every day, dude. We battle over the AC. I like it warm. She likes it cold. You know, I turn it up warm. She controls it on her phone and won't and doesn't tell me how to download the app. So it's like I turn it up to warm and then she immediately puts it back to cold without even telling me. It's really how it goes down. So it's cold over here is what I'm saying. All right, here's WIMI. We got WIMI. It obtained a patent for new 3D holographic pulse laser processing device to further advance the application of holographic technology in EV, autonomous driving, and other EV areas. So this is an EV play for WIMI. So we can look at like NIO, obviously, Tesla, but this is an EV play for WIMI. So we're looking at it. Interesting catalyst here for it. So yeah, they obtained a new patent for 3D holographic pulse laser processing devices to further advance the application of holographic technology in EV, autonomous driving, and other areas of EV. So interesting. We'll watch this one. Like I said, let me see what the float is for WIMI. Before we get a little bit overzealous, let's see what the float is here and figure it out that way. Aclr has an 8 million float. Hey, I appreciate that, Tim. I do electro. Honestly, I bought myself a heater, but I didn't really think about it. For Christmas, I bought myself a heater, but it's too loud for the stream. You know, like I could use it, but it's too loud for sure. Way too loud for the stream. What is going on with this music? Like I was feeling it until all this stuff happened. Like I was feeling it until all the, you know. You know, I was feeling it until all that stuff happened. But yeah, we got WIMI. Whoa. No, man, I can't have. I just can't have that. I just need the beats, man. Where's the beats at? It's just too much. You know, not that I dislike music with sound, but when I'm streaming, we can't have that. All right, that's probably a little bit better. I apologize, team. What's up, 3? Oh, man, Casey, that's rough, bro. What's up, Casey? Hope you're doing well, dude. You still gotta come on the stream one day, bro. I'm trying to get you on the stream, man. You know, you could hop on the stream, push your channel. Y'all go check out Casey's channel. He's got a really dope channel. He mostly does options and a few. He does everything. But y'all go check him out. There. Let me see if I can find it. Got you. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, no stress. Alright, but yeah, WIMI is up. I'm still looking for the float. Hold on one second. I'm sure somebody already said it, but Alright, so the float is 7.5 million for WIMI. So 7.5 million in the float. So small float. You know, pretty small float for WIMO. It's WIMO. It's certainly small. I'm also looking at TNXP. I don't like the movement. GMLP. I don't like the movement there. Aclr. So somebody said Aclr had an 8 million in the float. So ACR doesn't look bad. $7 looks like a big level. Honestly, you see this trend line here, and this is really obvious. You know, maybe you get a little triangle going in there if you remove this. You know, here's that triangle breakout kind of pattern here. It's more of like a wedge, but interesting. I don't really trade like that though. That's not really how I trade. I mostly just look at levels and then look for ranges to fill. But we're watching 7s, 775s obviously. We can probably watch 750 too. And then we got 650 underneath here, which has confirmation there and there and there. And then we've got 625 down here, $0.25 holding as well. So yeah, we got some levels that we can watch for ACR. Let me see if I can find the catalyst for this. Alright, this is Aclr Therapeutics. The company may offer up to 15.25 million in shares. At the market offering agreement with H.C. Wainwright. They saw 2020 net revenues of 24 million. Fourth quarter revenue of 9 million. Annual savings of 6 million from restructuring starting in 2021. So yeah, they got a bunch of news that came out for ACR. So we'll watch this one. It's got a lot of different catalysts. Like I said, we also have like NAK here. NAK. This is Northern Dynasty Minerals. No catalyst recently. Alright, so the Alaska government announced the Pebble Mine appeal. So it said the state of Alaska is going to appeal the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers' denial of federal permit for the Pebble project, whatever that is, and that's related to NAK or Northern Dynasty. So we'll see what happens. That's the only catalyst I see for NAK here. We'll watch it. Like I said, we have Jagx starting to show up. So look at Jagx. I'm gonna have to add this one. Hold on, let me see what's up. Still watching Sun W, it's up. Watching CTRM GSAT. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move GSAT out the way. And then I was also watching HJLI here. What am I thinking with HJLI? That shouldn't even be in the title. Yeah, there we go. Let me remove that. There we go. That's better. There we go. Hey, we got 300 people here already, guys. So, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what I just saw as the offering. It was at the market offering, I believe, right? For ACOR. So yeah. Yeah, they're gonna offer up 15.25 million shares. They have a few catalysts today, but that's certainly one of them. It's gonna be at the market. It's an at the market offering agreement with H.C. Wainwright is what this is for HJLI. So yeah, y'all be careful with it. Point is, small float looks okay, but can be very risky with the offering on the table. WIMI is the top of my list for sure today. Do I want to buy this? What is this music coming from? Alright, I guess we can leave it. Hey, what's up, Rob Roy? Sorry, let me catch back up on the chat. What's up, Nancy? LPTT. Yeah, OPTT's making moves. Let's watch this catalyst. I also want to go back to JAGX in a second, though. I don't see a catalyst for OPTT. This is Ocean Power Technology. It's a shipping stock, or at least it used to be. I don't know what it is now, to be honest. I've traded this one for years and years, for 4 years now, back off and on, and yeah, it's been getting pumped up and then failing for years. It's only finally recently, over the last over the last 7 or 8 months or so, started to actually look strong. If you look at the long-term chart for this, it's been diluted a ton, and I've seen it rip and fail a lot as well. For OPTT, I don't see any catalyst here. If you know why this one's moving, let me know. I'm not seeing anything here right now. Like I said, we're also looking at Jagx here. This one is starting to get some volume. Jagx. You can see Jagx here. This is Jaguar Health. They're higher. The company announced it entered into a binding agreement for terms of 60 mil, for the terms of $6 million for the sale of partial rights to a possible tropical disease priority review voucher. So yeah, basically it's looking to sell a tropical disease priority review voucher for $6 million, I guess. It had a 4.4 million share common stock offering at $3.38. And so yeah, it announced it had a 4.4 million share common stock offering, 15 million registered direct offering priced above the market under NASDAQ rules is actually what this is for Jagx. So y'all be careful with this one too. It's already had, I think, yeah, so that's what it is, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if it actually holds now. Now we got CTRM making some moves too. Let me see what the float for Jagx is here. I know we had a few people looking it up. 63 million in the float, so not terribly small, not incredibly large or anything like that. I guess that should be opposite, not incredibly small or terribly large. What happened with ZOM, man? Everybody, listen, everybody was pushing ZOM yesterday. What happened? Oh, it didn't do anything. And I don't mean to laugh, but it's like, you know, you can only warn people so much when hype, you know there's hype around a specific stock when people start getting mad at you for having an opposing view, right? Like, you know there's hype behind a stock when people start getting mad if you're like, I don't like this, you know. So we'll see what happens with ZOM. I mean, $1 is still probably a big major support level. Who knows if it's gonna hold there, you know? Correct. Coding. TNXP is also making a little bit of moves here. Let's see what happens with TNXP. I got a few other ones that I'm looking at. Like I said, IBIO and SunW. Here's IBIO. It's up there. Not bad volume, but what more so looks to be a larger float stock of some sort. Let's see what IBIO is looking like. So they no new catalyst that came out for this one yet. We also got a few other crazy moves. I don't really know what's going on with this one with like QLI, but this one, it's either gonna have a really small float or something. Let me see. Oh, this one, oh, this is an IPO is what this is. Okay, so yeah, they worked with ATIF, the company, like the main company was ATIF. So this is what it was. It was an IPO. Now we'll watch it. I don't know how many shares they started off in the float for this one. But let me see. No floats yet. 35,000 is outstanding. Okay. Best penny stock to buy today? I have no idea, bro. Yeah, Yeah, $500 million in the float for ZOM. No, it's not you, Daniel. I wasn't trying to make fun of you, brother. So if it came off that way, I apologize. I really wasn't trying to be like that. All I was trying to say, like, listen, it's easy to get caught. And ZOM had a good move. You know, like ZOM, it didn't have a bad move. The problem, though, the problem that runs along here is that, you know, this thing is up, what, like 800%? You know, so it's like this thing's up 800% and people are still all like, yeah, it's going to 10 today, it's going to 10, and it's like, no, it's not, you know. But everybody's just so hyped up around it where if you say a negative thing about it, they get super upset, and that's when you know emotions are tied to it. You know it's getting hyped up. So we'll see. I mean, it's still over $1 and it's still up huge relative to where it was. So like, I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to talk bad about ZOM here. I'm just saying, like, it's going to pull back. It's up like 800% or something crazy like that. Gevo is up as well here, GEVO. The surge came as Inglewood, Colorado-based company announced that it had conceptualized a new net zero project, which it can produce energy-dense liquid hydrocarbons using renewable energy. Gevo is going to take energy from wind, renewable natural gas, biogas, and the sun and convert it into energy-dense liquid hydrocarbons, which when burned in a traditional engine could achieve potentially net zero greenhouse gas emissions across the entire life cycle of the fuel. So we'll see what happens with Gevo. That's a lot of scientific stuff coming out for this one, and we'll see if it actually lives up to that push. But we're watching Gevo as well. We also have AIRI here. You know, this one's gapping up from 150s to 183s. I'm curious about the float here as well. All right, so the float is 24 million, roughly 25 million. So it's a small float. It's not incredibly small, but it's small enough to watch. Got wrecked with long last night. What's up, Richard? How you doing, brother? Hope you're well, man. I use Thinkorswim. Yeah, I mean, welcome to penny stock market, brother. Alright, sorry, yeah, I said, somebody said, I need to get out of my BTBT position. I saw a post on YouTube. These guys are possible scam. Yeah, for sure. I mean, welcome to penny stocks, though, dude. I mean, I would say pure subjective, speculative opinion here. Don't sue me, any of these companies. I'm not talking bad about you, but I would say a solid 60% of penny stocks are terrible scams and companies. You know what I mean? That's penny stocks. You know, doesn't mean you can't make money with them. It just means they're a little shady. You know. Does this song have Lil Jon in it? I've been debating back and forth whether this one actually does or not. I can't tell. I hear like an okay in the back, but like I can't really tell. Oh yeah, I'm sure I hit 41K. If I didn't, I mean I did now. I'm sure we hit 41K though. Let me see. I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, we're at 41,600. So 41,006 subscribers. So yeah, I mean we grow by like 300 subscribers a day, roughly. About 300 a day, right now at least. I don't know if that's gonna hold, but like we're growing, I'll say that. Yeah, OPTT shipping stock. I've seen OPTT before a lot. Interesting. That's interesting. Hey, thank you, Richard. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Roku. It's been a while since I traded Roku, brother. What's up, Nine? Hello, are you making analysis or are you making trade? Both. I'll trade some. I'm just not trading right now. I gotta see something I like to trade, and we'll trade at the open, certainly. But for right now, our main watches is WIMI. Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate pumping up the likes, team. But yeah, WIMI is probably the main watch today for me. ACOR had an above the market offering, so we're still going to watch this one. A lot of people are asking about BIOL, and we're watching this one. This one's had some big rips up in the last few days too. I'm looking at these highs right here at like 130. You know, it's kind of gone up to those levels 3 times now. Not exactly up to those levels, but close enough to draw an area there. And I think it needs to get over them if we're going to hold, you know. Sorry, let me look up BIOL real quick, and I got you. We got a lot of people asking about different stocks, so just give me 1 second, team. BIOL, BioLace is going to expand the laser adoption across all dental care alliance offices in the U.S. That's the news that came out for BIOL. It said it entered into an agreement with the dental care alliance to expand laser adoption and hands-on training programs in all dental care alliance offices across the U.S. in 2021. That's the catalyst for a BIOL. So we're watching that. SOS. Look at SOS here. So SOS is popping up. They announced its aspiring crypto mining strategy and plan. So this is a crypto related stock, but they did announce a plan to mine crypto. And so we're gonna watch this when it's pushing up some. Volume today is only 92K. Not the greatest volume, obviously, but enough to, you know, start and spark a move here. We'll see if it holds. Same thing with SNCA. SNCA is showing up on my scanners here. This one only has about 22,000 shares traded so far. Or no, this is late. Looks like this one has more than that. I gotta change this. That's too much. That was just too much. When Kyle was on, you mentioned trading the spread. Can you elaborate? Yeah, sure. So trading the spread would be finding a platform that feels you solid on spreads. Number one, and it would be the equivalent of me. I'm gonna put 2 orders out there, and I'm just gonna show you what I mean. And since it's time and forces day, I'll still be able to. It's not gonna actually follow through the order, but trading the spread would be going like this. It would be going. It would be joining the. It would be buying the bid and immediately selling on the asking price. You know, so it would be. It would do this. Buying the spread would be. You know. It would be buying the bid, selling on the ask immediately, and trying to profit what the spread is the difference. So you're making 1 to 2 cents a share each trade. A lot of brokers frown on it though, so y'all gotta watch out because like a lot of brokers are gonna get weird about it. It depends on how egregious it is, but a lot of brokers are gonna get weird about it. But it is a very profitable strategy for sure. You know, like for instance, like I used to trade with the World Series of Day Trading and TEFs, and one of their rules is that you can't spread trade. You know, like they had one thing where they were like, oh, this guy made $1 million and they refused to pay him. One of the reasons they refuse to pay him is because it's against the rules to spread trade on that platform. And so even though the dude made $1 million, he did it against the rules, and so they consequently didn't pay him that, and he made a big fuss about it. But so my point is that spread trading is very profitable if you can do it correctly, but some brokers aren't going to allow you to do it, basically. GSAT is looking all right. What else we got? Am I missing anything? Sorry. Honestly, since we've got so many people here, it's so hard to keep up with the chat, so I apologize if I'm not catching anything. Yeah, that's probably spread trading, D. Yeah, it's usually faster than that. Like, Eric does it a little bit as well, and there's different strategies that you can use it on, but like, for instance, Eric does it. Where he just jumps in on the bid, sells on the ask really quickly, and then vice versa for shorts. So it's a profitable way to trade, certainly. You gotta have a big boy account to do it, obviously, to get around the PDT rule. DPW, not too bad here. Yeah, their unit is gonna provide business loans collateralized by Bitcoin and Ethereum. So DPW's got a real news story here. Where's Bitcoin at? Alright, but yeah, DPW's got some news. Like I said, they're going to provide business loans collateralized by Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's look at Bitcoin. What happened to it? Right, so Bitcoin's at 35K. I don't hate it. I mean, it's consolidating, which is fine. You know, this thing got it back up to 41K yesterday, and then fell back down, it seems. Or no, on the 8th, I guess. So that got up to the highs. This is a 5-minute chart, actually. So, yeah, I mean, Bitcoin has just been kind of consolidating over the last few days here. You know, it's just going back and forth between 32s and 37s. So, in that $5,000 range for Bitcoin. So, we'll watch it. I mean, it's interesting. We got MARA, we got RIOT. It's consolidating with it. Yeah. Okay, see ya, RB. Yeah, consolidation's good. What's up, Richard? Hey. Yeah. LMFA. It ran up too much without taking a breather. Yeah, for sure. Or LMFA. I mean, LMFA is just the latest hype train. I don't know what's going to happen here. It looks weak, though, for sure. But who knows? It could rip. I don't know. OPTT. Still looking pretty strong, to be honest. I don't hate this little 350 dip buy here. Maybe I'll get in with, like, what? What's a reasonable share size here? Like 35 shares right now? Something small. See if we can hold this. I like this 350 pullback. That's the only thing I like about it. It's small. Maybe we'll add to it. But I'm in with 35 shares in pre-market here. All right. What else do we have here, team? Hey, John, do you know why my VWAP line is at a different value than your VWAP line? It's probably the deviation is different. And so it could be, mine's at standard deviation -2.2, I'm pretty sure. Mine also has pre-market data taken into account, so a lot of the times the different VWAPs are ones that maybe don't take into account pre-market and extended hours movement like this, but mine does, and that's what I use. So you want to, every platform's not going to do that. We also have HEXO, guys, to spike it up here. HEXO, not the best volume, but not terrible either on this few candles that it's moving. Alright, they basically just put out a bunch of stuff that said that they're going to be participating in the annual investor conference. When is that? But yeah, it's moving some. We're still watching ACOR here. You probably have the upper and lower bands, Robert. So, no, so you have the upper and lower bands. So I'll show you real quick. So if I add the VWAP just regularly here, go to trend studies, you go to VWAP. If I add the VWAP, I'm going to have these upper and lower bands too. Let me take this off. Look, so if I add the VWAP, I'm going to have these crazy upper and lower bands too. To me, they're crazy. And so if you want to get rid of them, you side click, you go to edit studies. You can see my standard deviation here is -2.2. And if you want to uncheck and you want it to look like mine, you go to upper band, you uncheck show plot, lower band, uncheck show plot, and then you click apply. And boom, there it is. Now it's just the VWAP there. So that's what you do. Still looking at GSAT here, and GSAT's starting to push up. It's at 105s now. 105s. We'll watch it at 108 at that pre-market high. I'm still holding a little bit of OPTT here, about break even. So we're going to maybe add some more to this sometime in pre-market. It just depends. And then see if we get a rip towards that 370s sometime today. Wait, what? I like you, do you like me? What are you talking about, bro? What's up, Justin? Yes, sir. What happened to ZOM? Nothing. Oh, Borat, bro. Got you. I was like, okay, a little weird, but I got it. I like Borat. I understand where the reference came from now. Sorry, bro. FT's trying to push it up. Look at FT here. I mean, it's trying. It's up to 620s. What do we have today, guys? Am I missing anything? ACOR, WIMI. ACOR is starting to push up towards these highs. Got a U-shaped breakout pattern. We'll see what happens here. I know, I got you, Robert. My bad. Yeah, ZOM got pumped by Carol Baskin. Carol Baskin pumped up ZOM yesterday. That's how you know the penny stock market is crazy right now. Carol Baskin, and I'm being serious too. Like, I'm not even like lying about it. Like, Carol Baskin made a video on YouTube, I think, talking about ZOM. I gotta find it, bro. Carol Baskin, Zemetica. Yeah, there it is. No. Carol Baskin literally pumped up ZOM yesterday, guys. How crazy is that? I don't think we're respecting that truth enough. What's her YouTube channel, though? You know? Dude, I mean, let's be honest here. Everybody knows she murked her husband. Let's be honest here. You know, everybody knows that. That dude just didn't disappear, you know? That's the dumbest thing ever. Everybody knows she did it too, which is the craziest part. You know? My man didn't just disappear one day. That doesn't happen, bro. That dude was eaten by tigers. Eaten by tigers, I guess I should say. But the point remains. Alright, so OPTT is dropping. Under 350, I'm out. Man, I was making so much money in pre-market, and now I'm not. Alright, so I'm in OPTT. I'm probably about to hop out of this thing. I mean, we'll let it sit here in the float, but... yeah, we're going to get out there. Small, but I'm keeping it small. EGY. We got NAK that I'm watching here as well. NAK. Jagx. It looked originally really good, but I don't know what happened to it. Oh yeah, she certainly did, Robert, for sure. Yeah, direct offering for Jagx. I mean, nah, I wouldn't call it good. An offering basically is... it was priced above the market for Jagx. So we'll watch it. We'll see if it moves some. I'd rather them do it before than during, if that makes sense. I'd rather do them now, see the offering now instead of see the offering if I'm holding it at the opening bell, like we've seen some from in the last few months. GSAT did end up breaking that 108 level. It's at 109 now. It's sitting at 109. Yep. Yeah, it's a non-dilutive offering, so it's good. And it's above market. No good moves today, huh? I mean, I don't know yet. We'll see. We got good moves. I'm not in anything stocks. CTRM is another one that we're looking at today. CTRM. I don't see any catalysts here, but the volume's okay. We're watching it. EMAN, gap it up. Oh, we also had DPW. DPW's gapping up today too. I forgot to mention this one. Yeah, they are going to provide business loans collateralized by Bitcoin and Ethereum as the catalyst for DPW. What's up, Kyle? What's up, dude? PRTY. Yeah, ACR's trying here. We got a little bit of a U-shaped breakout pattern here for this one. Hey, what's up, Rocco? TNXP? TNXP, AVGR. I mean, a lot of these are just really low volume. BIOL, IBIO, Gevo is another one we're kind of looking at. Gevo's not too bad here. I don't hate Gevo in the way it looks. No catalyst that I'm seeing for Gevo here, but we'll watch Gevo too. What's up, Sib? Eating breakfast, jamming to your sexy elevator music. Hey, you know how I do it, man. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Gevo. I'm watching this one for sure. SNCA, guys. SNCA is one that I'm just recently seeing here. Look at SNCA. This one's actually pretty strong, and I don't hate this one. Let me see what the float is. So they announced that the FDA fast track designation granted to one of their bio drugs for the treatment of post-operative. Sorry, don't know why I couldn't read that. All right, this is a big one here. Post-operative gastrointestinal dysfunction associated with pediatric cardiology or cardiovascular surgery. Nailed it. But yeah, SNCA here. We're gonna see what happens. We're watching 190. Obviously, it's the high up there. We also have an upward trending stock here from like 160s all the way up to 175s. We're gonna watch that 175 level as well, and then we're gonna keep an eye on this low down here at 160. So this is the levels we're watching for SNCA. It has a good catalyst. Let me see what the float is here. $17 million, so it's pretty small. So yeah, this one's certainly on the watch today for sure. And so yeah, main watches right now. So just to run through my main watches: ACOR, WIMI, Jagx, SNCA, and that's basically it. I mean, we're gonna watch DPW, we're gonna watch OPTT as well. Those few have smaller volume, and then obviously, what did we just look at? CL or SNCA. Yeah, so those are the 4 or 5 that we're really watching, and we got a few that we're kind of watching too. NAK dropping some, but yeah, that's mostly what we're doing here. Hey, shout out to Tiberius for becoming a member, man. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, dude. Like I said, I gotta have some type of consequence for any time somebody donates or becomes a member. Let me know your ideas in the chat. Nah, it wasn't in a day, bro. We got 1K subs. We hit 1K subs in like 3 days. But hey, listen, we're growing. Listen, my channel right now is certainly at a stage of growth. I'll say that. We're hitting big numbers. We're hitting 300 subs a day. We're growing faster than a lot of, let's just say we're growing faster than a lot of the major channels out there. So hey, listen, I appreciate the love, team. We're going to keep growing. You guys know. All right. But yeah, we got WIMI. SNCA dropping a little bit here. Looking a little weak. I want to see if it holds over 160. It just ripped underneath the VWAP. It's still not over with, I don't think. But hey, my line in the sand is like 160. So we'll see what happens there. For me, really, if I'm going to buy it, it needs to get back above this and hold at 175. So we'll see what happens there. Hey, thank you, Logan. I appreciate that, bro. It depends on where you are, Owain. Yeah, we're watching VOL. I'm waiting to see if we see anything that looks good, but yeah, main watches: WIMI, ACOR. SNCA is certainly a main watch too, and then we got like Jagx, and then we're still watching OPTT, and like look at FRSX here. FRSX, I don't know what the volume's still a little light here for FRSX, but we're watching this one too. No, I don't know any for the USA that I like. Not in the USA. I've used a few. I've tried to use a few in the US, but I just haven't really liked. I won't go into it, but I just haven't really liked the ones I've used. I originally was pushing one, but I changed my mind about it. It just was not what I was feeling. I use Thinkorswim. Yeah, I don't know any of those. Owen or Ewayne. Hey, but yeah, thank you for becoming a member, man. I appreciate that, dude. Members get to use these coveted emojis. Cody, I guess no one today is gonna spam ZOM. I mean, hey, I bet you they will. But hype is a funny thing in trading. QLI, guys, this is the craziest mover today, really. It's QLA. Nah, it wasn't that they were paying me. It had nothing to do with what they were paying me. The reason I don't use it and the reason I didn't like it is because it was too expensive relative to the difficulty of the challenge. You know, and so it was too expensive relative to the difficulty of the challenge. You know, the one I was looking at, it's like 300 bucks over that, and it was just really expensive. The challenge was super difficult. You know, it just, I didn't find those odds favorable for people, you know. I'll put it this way, right? The one I was using for stocks is like 400 bucks, right? Top Step is like 120, you know, and it's a much more reasonable challenge as opposed to the other one I was using, which I won't even say the name, but yeah, it was just way too difficult and expensive and just not a reasonable challenge for it. Yeah, a lot of people are upset at ZOM. When is the next ebook giveaway? I don't know, man. Hey, look, ZOM, I mean, it's showing up on the scans. ZOM showing up on the scans. It's at 110 now. OPTT. GSAT is kind of pushing up too as well. Yeah, I don't know what a good entry for NAK is, bro. I have no idea, man. Like I said, I'm looking at it. For me, this is the only level I'm really watching is 72 cents. I mean, I'm watching 72 cents and like 50 cents way down here, but NAK, I don't know what's going on with this. Hey, nice GM. Yeah, let's not spam though, guys. Like, let's not spam. Like I said, we got a lot of people here. You know, it's 9 a.m. and we've got 650 people here, guys. So, like, listen, if I don't see your comment, you can post it more than once. Just wait a little while in between. If you say it over and over and over again, back to back to back, you're gonna get put in timeout, and then if you keep doing it, you're gonna get banned. And so, like I said, I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but if you got a question, at me with it. Just put at beginner trading. Here's your question. I'll see it a lot easier. Somebody asked what I think of SNDL. I think if the left holds all the sides of government, that cannabis stocks will do a lot better. And so I think one of the more interesting sympathy plays is that once Biden officially gets put in office, I think cannabis stocks are going to jump. Because I think that he is a little bit more pro-cannabis. Hey John, how can you know if a stock is going to break past the VWAP and go into a downtrend? You can't really know. I mean, you never really know. One thing that's a good habit to find yourself in as a trader, and one thing that I suggest, especially if you're new, but even if you're a little bit more experienced here, is try not to be a predictive trader, right? Try not to predict exactly what's going to happen. You're very rarely going to be able to predict exactly what's going to happen. I mean, sometimes I can, and I know a lot of people have been giving me some credit lately for those call outs that I've been making. And so sure, you can sometimes predict what's going to happen, but more so just react to what actually does happen instead. It'll allow you to be less rigid in your trading. And with VWAP specifically, I don't try to predict when a stock is going to change trends. I just try to take advantage of it when it actually does, right? So when I see a stock move underneath the VWAP and changing trends, then I might look at it for a short. It just depends, right? But that's the kind of trader I am. I'm more so a reactive scalper instead of a predictive one. Even though I can predict some small moves sometimes, obviously. I more so like to just react to what actually happens instead of trying to predict way beforehand the moves, if that makes sense. Hey, what's up, hey man, hope you have a killer day. Just had a question. Are you able to at some point to show or explain how you set up your scanners? Yeah, so I mean, these are just Benzinga scanners, so you can check out the description if you want more info on Benzinga, but these are basically already made up. I mean, all you got to do is go over to the mover section on Benzinga, and you just go to gains. You can select regular hours, pre-market is what I'm at. I'm just looking at I'm looking at the biggest movers in pre-market of the entire session. So the biggest gainers in pre-market over the entire session. That's it. That's all the scanner does. And you can see the entire scans here, showing you all the percentage moves they've made and stuff like that. This one is the same thing, just instead of the entire session, it's over the last 5 minutes. And so these are the largest gains over the last 5 minutes. This one is a real-time alert scanner, so it tells you like what's popping up, like price spikes. And so if you look at the bottom left, what it's going to tell you what stocks are spiking up. And then this one is 15 minutes. It's over the last 15 minutes here. Trump was kind of for weed. Not really. I mean, Trump was scared not to get elected. I'm sure Trump probably supports cannabis legalization. He's just afraid to be open about that because he thinks the dinosaur conservatives are going to end up just jumping on his back and getting very critical of that, which they probably would, realistically so. And so we never really know what Trump's stance on cannabis is. Biden historically has been very anti-cannabis, you know, which is kind of funny because Biden historically, like I said, has been pretty anti-cannabis. I hope he follows through with what he said, though, specifically about at least decriminalizing it, but we'll see. You know, you never really know with some of these politicians. And to put, like I said, I don't really like Biden. I don't like Trump either. And so don't think I'm shilling for either one of them. I just don't really like politics in general. Not really much of a political person, and you know, in the end, I'm just not really super interested in following along with politics in any extreme way. The only thing that matters to me in politics is how it affects the stock market. I'll put it that way. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly a libertarian, but even I disagree with them in certain ways. I'm almost fully socially liberal, you know, and I think most people are roughly in the middle, but I'm mostly socially liberal. Obviously, if you ever hear me talk, I'm a capitalist. Obviously, I trade stocks and run my own businesses, and so I'm a capitalist at heart, obviously. But yeah, like I said, I disagree with both of them in a lot of ways, and so. But yeah, we're looking at Jagx here. We'll see if it holds at like 375. Yeah, I get it. No stress, man. No, Benzinga's not free, but they have a free section, so you can sign up for the free part. Gevo? Yeah, we can look at Gevo. Gevo here, well, yeah, we're looking at it. I don't hate it. The only issue with it is the volume is not incredible, but it's not terrible either. So We're watching Gevo. Right now I'm looking at XELA starting to spike up. Look at XELA breaking above the VWAP here. So it's at 81 cents. I never looked at this one. We'll go ahead and look at the catalyst behind this move and see why it's moving like this. No, I mean, I'm mostly just testing right now, Bobby. So, like, I'm testing with small size, and the reason for that is because I've only recently ventured into penny stocks over the last, like, 4 or 5 months. And so I haven't been trading penny stocks consistently very long over the last 4 or 5 months, and I've traded them a lot in the past, and I've traded mid and high caps a ton, built profitable systems there. And so as I move over to penny stocks, I'm just getting into, like, a testing phase for my first, 4 to 5 months. And once I'm done testing, I'll scale up. But again, I'm testing right now, and some people have been critical of me using small size, but like in the end, it doesn't matter. Like I'm just legitimately just testing my system to see if it's a profitable system in penny stocks, which so far it has been. So yeah, that's really why I'm trading small. Yeah, we're looking at Gevo. OPTT is another one we're looking at. It ended up faking me out, unfortunately. One thing that I've noticed, I have to be a little bit more loose with my stops lately. I mean, I'm mostly just scalping, but I think if I'm trading in pre-market, I'm not going to be able to scalp as easily, and so I think with that, I need to be a little bit more loose with my stops to not get faked out like this. So that's something I'm looking at today. Again, we got XELA moving up here. I don't see any catalyst for this one specifically. Market cap's 113 million, so yeah, it's probably a big float. We're looking at CTRM as well. CTRM is starting to push up. The main level for me here is 50 cents. 50 cents is really the only level I'm really watching to see if it breaks over. Industrial stock moving a little bit as well. Some here. Intel ripping up as well, guys. Intel's ripping up. We got IBIO. The SPY is down today, although it's not much down, but it is down some. BIOL. OPTT's ripping. Look at OPTT here. So it is ripping. Let's see if it breaks this 370 level. I don't know, Jerry. For that, you want to ask somebody else more than me. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, if it's going to count as a day trade. I'm pretty sure it will. And so I'm pretty sure it's going to count as a day trade, but I'm not 100% sure. So chat, if somebody takes a trade in pre-market and then sells after the opening bell, that's considered a day trade still, I'm pretty sure, right? Let me know, chat. Let's have the chat answer that one. I'm sure they're going to know a little bit better than me there. We got MBRX. Yeah, BIOL. NAK is still good. I like this one with volume. ACOR and WIMI. Yes, it's a day trade. Yeah, that's what I figured. Gotcha. Thank you, chat. Hey, what's up, Seven? Is that you, Seven? That is Seven. How you doing, brother? Sweet trades got me trading this week. Happy to make a few bucks. Hey, hope you're doing well, Seven. Been a while, brother. Hope you're doing good, dude. SOS, guys. Look at SOS. It's starting to rip. So what should I buy today? I have no idea, bro. I'm not giving you a stock pick. That's not what I do. I don't like that. Liabilities all in there. I'm not giving out stock picks. What you see in the title is just my watch list. It's just what I'm watching. I don't even know if those are gonna go up or down or sideways. I have no idea. Those are just the stocks that I see that have the best volume that are gapping up. So when I build a watch list, it's not telling you stocks that I think are gonna go up. It's instead just telling you stocks that are going up currently. I don't know what they're going to do in the future, basically. GOVX here after a crazy week. TRVG, Trivago. SNCA broke under 160 and then bounced. So we'll see if this holds now. it's not about a YouTuber being held liable. It's about the SEC. Like, I'm not gonna tell people to buy or sell a stock. You know what I mean? Like, I might tell people I like a certain stock or that I like a certain direction, but I'm certainly not gonna tell somebody, hey, y'all buy this such and such stock right now. Like, I'm never doing that. And the reason I'm not doing that is because I'm not trying to give out calls or picks here. You know, that gets into like a gray area liability wise to where somebody could theoretically take that and then lose and then sue me for it, and I'm just not trying to get involved with that, which is why I don't give out stock picks and stock advice like that. Other people might. I'm just not about that. I think most traders need to learn how to trade for themselves as a whole anyway, and that the stock pick niche is very predatory. It takes advantage of new traders that don't know any better, so they end up just taking all this stock tips or they stock picks who just give them a huge risk and a small reward target, so they'll win more than once and go back to them. But when they finally lose, it's going to be a huge loss a lot of the time, and it's just not really what I'm about. Right. Yeah, for sure. I've got about $6,000 off of NAK at 37. Thinking it can go up to 2 again. I don't know. I don't know what this one's going to do. Like I said, the only real level I'm watching here is 75 cents. 75 cents is the only close level that I like. If it breaks over 75, my sentiment is obviously going to change. And so, you know, we're also looking at 50 cents, but, you know, 57 here, this pre-market high, and then 75 cents are my major levels. I don't know what it's going to do long term. It could not. Weak looking daily chart, to be honest. So who knows? SYBX. Look at SYBX. I don't know how much volume this really is coming in, but SYBX is trying to move. Is the music loud, guys? Let's get a vote in here. I can lower it. I'll lower it just a tad bit. That's probably good. Gevo still testing these highs up here. Like I said, my main watch is, again, WIMI, ACOR, Gevo, OPTT, SNCA, and what else? FRSX, kind of FRSX. It's pushing up a little bit too here. We're watching specifically 475, $0.25 pre-market high area. We got 450 underneath us, and so only issue is volume for that one, really. OPTT is kind of moving up some. It's at 360s. Let's see if this one breaks this high up here at 370. We got $0.25 up there at 375 as well. Let's see what happens with these. It's good. Alright, like I said, let me know if it's too loud. I lowered it some. Should be okay. XCLA trying. Look at WIMI starting to drop here. I think the line in the sand for me, like if we're looking at a very short-term basis, is 825s for me. We got XCLA starting to move up too. So we're watching XCLA. But yeah. ACOR and WIMI and OPTT, Gevo, XCLA. Oh man. Is CTRM a buy? I don't know, man. SOS halted going down. Wow. Did it really? Look at SYBX, guys. SYBX is getting some volume coming in. It's not the greatest, but it's still moving up. Wait, what did they say? Which one? SOS. Nah, it's still above my VWAP. 250, $half is probably what I would watch here. Hey, what's up, Tiny? Right. DPW? I mean, DPW is not terrible. It's still in this range, though. So, like, for me, I needed to break out of this range. So yeah, we just need to break out of this range. And so we'll watch it then, but for now it's just in this range. We can still keep an eye on it though. LPTT starting to push up. Here's the push. There's 370s. Let's look at 375s now. Nah, some stuff halts in pre-market. TRXC. Alright, there's the break of 370 for OPTT. I was right about my idea on this pullback to 350 in the VWAP. A little bit off about my risk, it seems. But hey, there's 375s. Let's see if 375 rejects. Alright, so we did reject exactly off at 375. Yeah, and this is why quarter dollars are important. You can see I drew this level out before this move happened, guys, at 375. Before this move happened at 375, I put this level here, and you can see, even if it breaks over it now, you can see it goes exactly up to that, rejects, pulls back down to this 370 level. And so I hope you guys can see how I'm charting these out and understand why. 370 is a previous pre-market high, which is a very strong, significant level. 375 is a quarter dollar level right above that, and so it's an obvious pivot point. Yeah. ZOM will run again, hopefully C140, we'll see. Yeah, QLI is very risky. I heard Ross lost a bunch of money on QLI. What's the float here on QLI? That's what I really want to know. Does anybody know the float? It doesn't have a float. It IPO'd yesterday. Market cap, roughly 5 million. Okay, I appreciate that, Mo. Thank you, bro. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. We got 9 minutes before the bell, guys. Good luck. ZOM plug 5 million, yeah. SYBX, yeah. SYBX is running volume. It still needs some more volume for me, but it is moving some. It's certainly moving some, but the only issue I have with it is the volume right now. I just need some more. If I'm gonna trade it, at least I need some more volume. Yeah, we're looking at Jagx here. There is no buy. I mean, I'm not telling people to buy or sell. That's not what I'm doing. Yeah, Jagx is okay. I like Jagx to put it into perspective. I like Jagx is okay. What's up, guys? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I'm not saying Ross is losing today. I'm just saying yesterday he took a big loss on QLI. And QLI was crazy, man. I mean, if you look at this, this is a recent IPO from yesterday. This thing went from $8 all the way up to 22s. Fell back down to 10s. And now it's back up to 14s, 15s, 13s. So crazy. Crazy moves here for QLI. Very risky, though. Small float IPO. I mean, very risky. SYBX is kind of the recent move here. It's in my price range. I just need a little bit more volume, like 550 to 100K per minute is preferable. You think it'll hit 30 today? Hey, it could, bro. It's been a while since we had one of these crazy moves. Yeah, for sure, Chris. Yeah, it's something crazy like that, Tiny. And like I said, guys, let me take a second. Hey, listen, we got 6 minutes before the opening bell. We got over 800 people here, guys. So if it's your first time here, we do this live every day for free. We're not experts. We're not gurus. We don't sell courses or services. We're just a resource for traders to get together, hang out, learn about the stock market. And if you appreciate stuff like that, hit the subscribe button. We day trade live on stream for free every single weekday morning right here. So hit the sub button, hit the like button if you want to help push the channel as well. And let's have a good day today. MDLY. WIMI is actually pulling back some. It's at 8. So we're watching it. We'll see if it rejects at 825. Hey, thank you, Chris. LIVE. Yeah, live is crazy. It's too risky to me, though. That's so crazy. There's Caitlin. Alright. Alright, so we have Caitlin here today. So Caitlin's joining us here today. SYBX is finally getting that volume I wanted in there, and here it goes. So it's up to 320s for SYBX here, guys. Yeah. JAGX has fallen down some, but here's SYBX here. SYBX is making some moves. WIMI is fighting back up too. Alright, so yeah, SYBX is kind of one of the main watches. We also got WIMI popping all the way back up here to the 840 level. So WIMI, ACOR, SYBX. JAGX is actually pulling back some, but let's see if it holds at 370 now. But yeah, we got some interesting movement here before the opening bell. SYBX is one that we're certainly watching. Oh my gosh, that's such a bad fill. I dip bought at $3 here, guys, for SYBX. I'm in it with 35 shares. It's a crazy range, so I got to be a little careful. But I don't hate this dip buy, so I'm in SYBX with 35 shares, and I'm just going to try to hold it into the opening bell to see if we get some spikes at the open is all I'm really trying to do here. Spready, small float, but yeah, we're watching it. We'll see if it holds at the VWAP now. Jagx rebounded. It's at 370s. 370s. My risk is 290, 289. So this is my risk right here. And we're just going to see if it holds. It's just a really small trade, so it's not too crazy or risky. Alright, 2 minutes, guys. Alright. Entry is 309, not the best entry. I'm into it like right here. I didn't realize the spread was so bad when I got into it. Luckily, it's with small size, but my fault for sure. There's 304, so it's a little bit better. Alright, guys. Alright, there's 303s. Alright, guys, we got 25 seconds. Let's do this, guys. Good luck. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, click the bell. Spread's opening up a little bit. I gotta be careful, to be honest. But we're still gonna stick to that 290 risk. Alright, guys, 10 seconds. 10 seconds here. Good luck, guys. Here's the bell. Alright, here's the bell. There's threes. See, we hold at this VWAP 295 level. Oh. Hey, what's up, Caitlin? Hold on 1 second. So we got Caitlin in here. I'm sure we can barely hear. I'll fix the sound once I'm out of this trade. I'm a little scared, you know, in this trade right now. So hold on 1 second, guys. We're at threes. Alright, so we're sitting here for SYBX. We're just in 35 shares, so nothing too crazy at this point in time. Looking into the rips. Let me try to get some of this stuff set up. Hold on 1 second, guys. Alright, we're sitting at threes. We got MDWD showing up on the scans. MDWD. Oh man, there's my risk. So we're hitting my risk. It's so sketchy. Alright, we're gonna get out. Alright, 630 loss. Very small. Let me get Caitlin in here. Sorry about that. Alright. Let me fix the volume. There it is. There we go. Alright, let's do a sound check.
Hi, checking. How are we?
We should be good, I think. Team, let me know how Caitlin sounds right now.
Yeah, how are y'all doing?
Oh, we're good. I've been getting my butt kicked in pre-market today, you know.
Oh no.
But, yeah.
Well,
it's
things are ripping now, so let's change it, right?
That's right. That's right. WIMI is breaking highs. It's up there at 812s. Up a little bit more. We're good. Sounds clear. All right, I'll turn it up a little bit more. There we go.
Perfect.
All right, so let me do my little disclaimer thing. Hold on.
Yeah.
There it is. All right. So before we begin, do you give me permission to use your audio and video for this live stream on YouTube, and also agree not to say anything whatsoever that goes against the community guidelines or could give me a strike on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so I'm looking at SYBX, guys. SYBX breaks over 3. It's still not looking terrible. And I had my risk here at like 280s, and it just ended up just popping immediately back up. WIMI is starting to head up as well. It pulled a red to green move. I'm a little bit late. I think considering the day though, team, I am going to wait a little bit to trade. I'm going to trade today, but I'm going to wait a little while. Try to get my mind right and find some really good setups beforehand.
For sure.
Look at Sun W, guys. SUNW. Really ripping up big.
Yeah.
So what's up, Caitlin? You trade today?
Sun W, yeah. Sun W and Gevo had a huge pullback.
Nice.
But I haven't traded anything yet.
Oh. Yeah, see, it's a little bit lower volume. I mean, we've had a lot of gap ups today, but nothing. Or we had a few good gap ups, but not a ton of good volume. So we only had 2, ACOR and WIMI. I think that looked good enough to, you know, consider. Jagx is running up a little bit too. But ACOR since fell down, so it would have to break over like 720s if I'm gonna buy this one. So it's still got a ways to go. Oh, I gotta change.
Is Thinkorswim working properly today, guys? It doesn't sound like there are issues.
Yeah, I haven't run into any issues yet this morning, and I've gotten to a few trades. So I think we're good on Thinkorswim today. Hopefully. It's been a week of lack.
Yeah.
Alright, we got SYBX, guys. SYBX is breaking. Man, a little bit of FOMO here. I don't know what I should do. I know it's a low float. And so it could potentially just rip up crazy. And I actually don't like this. I don't mind this 35 share sizing. I think that sizing's okay. The biggest risk with this type of stuff, okay, we're going to buy in here. Yeah, so we're in. There's $3. There's 306. Yeah, so just in time. We'll see if it holds now. The biggest risk I was going to say with these is that they could just dump on you fast. You know what I mean? These just crash down very quickly.
Yep.
I hope it's not a prophecy I'm saying right here. But yeah, I'm in with 35 shares, guys. 35 shares. We just need another candle to open up over 3. That's really what I'm looking at.
Yeah, it looks good. This last candle has a lot of volume. And it's above the VWAP, and it looks good.
Yeah, see, there's the crash. Luckily, I'm right around break even. I'll let it test 3 one more time, but there's 301s. It's so volatile right now. There's 3s, 301s. Okay. So the spread is tightening up, which is usually good. Bids at 3, ask is at 304, bids at 301 now, so that's even better. So we're still okay here, 305s. There we go. Alright, so here's the squeeze. Now this one is one that could potentially get halted just based off of the volume on it. It would just need it would need to break these highs, obviously, so that's what I'm waiting on. A little emotional in this one, honestly, just because it's so crazy. Ooh, yeah, I gotta get out. Yeah, I'm out. I lost like $1 per share there. This one's just, that drop was just too risky.
Yeah, for sure. Right now I'm looking at Gevo. Gevo looks good. It might be overextended for you, but I don't know.
Right.
Watching, what was the stock yesterday? Was it Sun W that went, like, just kept going up? Like, it just did not stop.
Yeah, I think it was Sun W. Yesterday,
Yeah.
I know that one just kept going. Yeah. Even late in the afternoon, it ripped up.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna start maybe playing around with XELA a little bit here. XELA, SYBX. It's been a little bit too just too indecisive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm in XELA with 100 shares. We're gonna add another 100 here and try to catch this break. So we're with 200.
Halted.
Which one?
QLI, somebody said.
Oh, that one's halted again. Yeah, that one's crazy right now. That one's a recent IPO from yesterday. That's the one Ross was trading a lot too. But yeah, it's halted at 1550 or so. Alright, so we are in QELA. We're up slightly. We're going to see if we can break these highs though and hold. 84.5 cents. There we go, it's better. Let's get up to 85s now. We'll take half off here, protect it. There's the squeeze. We're gonna take profits here just to get a green trade in the books for this, and we'll figure we'll figure what we want to do after that. Sun W pulling back some now. SYBX still didn't do much.
Yeah, Gevo's pulling back too.
Let's see. Gevo's not terrible. But yeah, QLI is halted on the way up, guys. Y'all be careful. Mo thinks this one's gonna hit 30 today. We'll see. LIVE. Yeah, isn't that one like $30 though? Yeah. Ooh, man. Oh, that one made my voice crack. Look at LIVE, guys. Just because it hurts looking at it. If you're in this one, y'all be careful, man. This thing looked strong, and that's the sketchiest thing about halts like this, is that it looked strong. It looked strong. It moved up to 34, and then it just immediately filled that entire candle, had a big engulfing candle, got halted as it broke lows of the day for LIVE. So yeah, y'all be careful. Let me look up the halt code for this and see what the halt code actually is. So the halt code is volatility halt, so it's a circuit breaker volatility halt for LUDP, probably just on that low of the day break, but SYBX is starting to head up too, so I could have held it.
I think QLI resumed and halted again. Looks like it.
Alright, we're at the 100 shares here of SYBX. Maybe I'm pushing a little bit too hard on this one today, but hey, we're gonna try.
Yeah, I'm still in it. I'm in Gevo and SYBX right now.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's I got 100 shares here, so I'm a little bit nervous in it. I think I'll take half off actually, and then I'll hold 50 shares to see what it does, just because this one's being really swingy. I don't mind this little pullback to 3 though, but I had to size down a little bit in that one.
Yeah.
We'll let it test this and test 3.
Alright, I sold out of my SYBX. Still in Gevo, but it's very sideways right now.
Right. And SYBX is one, it's like, it's a low float. It could run, and that's the only reason I'm getting in early a few times. But yeah, it could also just be very risky too, just because this is one of the ones that a lot of the other big traders are going to be watching too. And so when they sell or when their group sells, it could cause big swings in one direction. So y'all just be careful for SYBX. We're still holding it, but only 50 shares now, and I want to give it the chance to go parabolic and break pre-market highs and rip up if it can, which we might be getting here, but I don't want to hold too much risk with it either. So we'll let it kind of chill here, but a little bit nervous on this one.
Joel said AVGR. It looks good. It's a little bit cheap for me, but it has a good pullback. It could be.
Yeah, I don't hate that one. Nice little pullback to the I think this is the 12 VMA at 125, $0.25. Doesn't look terrible either.
Has good volume.
Right. Alright, so we're still sitting here, and yeah, we're gonna jump out here. That's too big of a swing either way. I think SYBX is just too risky for me. I'm down like $13 on it, which is pretty small. I just think it's too risky to keep trading and going back and forth with. Just because the gains are not as big as we would really like them to be. The moves up, and even if I got faked out here, until this one breaks pre-market high and really holds, I don't know if I'm going to trade it again. XELA dipped, so it looks like that exit was solid. Man.
I'm still watching QLI. It got halted on the way up the second time.
Hey, maybe Bo's right.
All right.
He said it's gonna hit 30 today. We'll see, bro.
What is QLI?
It's a recent IPO, so it IPO'd yesterday. And it IPO'd and it went up to, it went from $8 up to 22, and then it fell back down during the afternoon. And then in pre-market it gapped up pretty big. So just a recent IPO. I don't know what the company is about though.
International Holdings Group.
I'm looking at a KERN on the scans. KERN is ripping up pretty big. It's up to 625s for KERN. So yeah, look at Kern on the scans. And this one is big volume.
Wow. Yeah, for sure. We were looking at last week, weren't we? I think so.
And which one? Oh yeah, I think that one ran last week too.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of people are waiting for a pullback now after this rip. So like, look for like, let me see what pre-market has. Look for, well, maybe. So yeah, we got a quick little pullback and then it just hammered up. So
I keep forgetting I'm in Gevo. It's just so sideways right now.
And it's at, I mean, in Gevo, it's got an upward trending.
Yeah.
It's putting in higher lows, basically. So that one doesn't look bad.
Right.
I think we're going to try KERN here. Hey guys, we got 1,100 people here, so if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We do this live every single day. Y'all also go check out Caitlin's channel. She runs an investing business channel. A lot of good free content at her channel, and I'll post that link now as well. Y'all go check it out. Good free content. You know, go subscribe. She's a mod here. She does a lot of good stuff for us, being a mod here and helping us out. So y'all go sub to her channel, check it out. A lot of good, free information there.
Mm-hmm. So QLI just resumed, and I bought one share. One share.
One share. Hey, one share is good enough sometimes. I'm gonna buy KERN here with 100 shares. A little bit risky, but I am honestly trying to slowly scale up my size now that I've been having good results. So we'll see what happens with this one. I'll take profits quickly into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we sold half there, and all right, so we just nailed that one really quick. Made about $8 from that. So we caught the bounce. Lucky there.
Yeah, sometimes I like, actually not sometimes, just like this past week, I'll have my days where I'm like, F it, I just want to like have fun, So I'll literally just buy it into like one halted trade, and probably like 95% of the time it doesn't work out. So not a good suggestion, but sometimes I get bored.
Right, and that's the single biggest reason a lot of traders don't do well. And I'm not trying to use you as an example, because to be honest, yeah, like I do the same thing, and so it happens to be
saying like don't do what I do, like it's not a good idea to buy
like
halted.
Learn from me, right? For sure.
Yeah.
And it's the truth. Like a lot of traders are actually profitable traders. The biggest problem with them, look at NKLA, which is pretty shady of a company, but AFMD is also running. But to go back to what I was saying, a lot of traders are actually profitable traders. What causes them to be losing traders is these big drawdowns that they have in their account, and a lot of it comes from boredom. It really does come from boredom. I get bored too and push too hard when I shouldn't. And so if you can eliminate that and be disciplined enough to just like wait for your A+ setups, a lot of traders are going to be profitable when they weren't before, just from eliminating those big drawdowns that they have. And the drawdowns usually either happen from boredom of jumping into trades they shouldn't, or just refusing to exit a losing trade when they should. And so if you're a new trader and you're having trouble finding consistency, work on those two things. I think that'll be the best thing to really help your trading as a whole. Is just trying to get rid of those big drawdowns, because like I said, I have those too, and like I still have big drawdowns in my account that I would love to avoid too, and it's all about just conditioning and discipline, I think. KERN, man, I was up. I should have held my 100 shares. I'd be up like $30.
Yeah, it's ripping.
But we'll watch it over 630s right there.
Yeah,
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
SYBX was kind of moving too.
Let's see, man. That one is dead to me today. I've tried this one over and over and over again, and it just, I'm just struggling with it today. You know, sometimes a stock just has your number. SYPX, it's got my number,
Yeah, it's just dead to you now, yeah.
Right. I gotta just, even if it looks great, I have to avoid it, Unless, I'll say that, the only way I would trade it is if it broke over 325 and then actually, like, held, volume came in. If it starts to go parabolic, I'll consider it, but...
So Alex wants us to look at USWS. It's on a downward trend. I don't love it. It has lower volume, really choppy volume too. And it's like not expensive. It's really cheap, so just not my vibe.
I feel exactly the same way about it. Penny stock, downward trending. Had a pump, now it's dumping, if you will. So we'll see what happens with it. For me, what would change my sentiment on it is if it got over like 75 and 80. But it's got a long way to go. It needs some volume too.
Right.
AFMD is pulling back to like 680s, and I think this is an interesting pullback. I must have traded this one before and documented the 680, 675 level, and we are pulling back to that now. We got to be careful. The range is huge here for AFMD, so I think I'm going to wait.
Florin, shut up. Like, first of all.
Wait, what happened? Let's see.
They're like, stop flirting, let's make money.
Yeah, I think they're just messing with us. And so, wait.
I don't know, though. They said it 3 times. Wrong place, stop flirting.
What?
Yeah, right?
What did I ever do that was funny? Like I said, we're talking about stocks.
We can't live.
Right. Like literally, like the last time you were on stream, they said we were flirting, and I was literally talking about like my wife and stuff. I was like, yeah,
I know, like
my hair.
What are the freaking rings? Like,
right. I would be a bad flirter if I was talking about my wife when I was flirting, guys. Like, come on.
Oh my god, literally, like, and that would just be so disrespectful on my part to like, I don't know, whatever.
It's crazy. People, like I said, the reality is, and if they're joking, that's fine. But like the reality is that the same people that are saying we're flirting are people that just never talk to women. Like, it's just a normal human interaction. And like the people that never talk to women at all, they think that just having a normal conversation with a woman because we're not nervous about it is consequently flirting, which is ridiculous,
Right?
It's just, like I said,
I don't know.
It's just a normal conversation. It's just a normal human conversation,
Yeah, it's like, you don't know what's going on in my life. You don't know if I'm single or anything. Like,
right.
It's not, this isn't the place. Like, we're not even, whatever.
Right. It's not even like I message you after these streams. Like, I don't even message her. Like it's literally just kind of like, hey, can I come on the stream? Sure. That's the only conversation we ever have. So y'all stop being weird and making it weird,
Florin said, dude, I'm married. Okay, Florin. I think Florin needs to go check himself.
Yeah.
It's very funny though.
Yeah, we're just talking about stocks.
Yeah.
It's not that we're defensive. It's just we've heard it like 5 or 10 times now.
Times? It's like so ridiculous. At this point, it's like, just shut up, please.
Right. Yeah, we're about to make a rule. If you say we're flirting, I'm gonna ban you. Instant.
And
ban.
I kind of like I've literally like if somebody says we're flirting, I have like deleted their message, but then I'm like, whatever.
Right.
Doesn't help.
We'll just change the rules. If you say we're flirting, guys, you're gonna get insta banned.
Right.
So just a warning. That'll stop it for sure. I'm still mad I missed AMFD. AMFD bounced right off the 680s. And I talked about it, but I talked myself out of it too. The range talked me out of it. I was like, this looks good at 680s. It has a lot of support there. You can see, guys, I even drew these levels. I didn't draw these levels today. These levels were drawn, like, I don't even know when the last time I looked at this stock was. And it's still following these levels at 680, 675. So I talked myself out of it. My mistake.
Because what are you, Twitter? The drama. You have the tea, guys.
Right. Yeah. Hey, listen, when we got 1,100 people here, we're going to have some craziness in the chat. I guess we got to accept it.
Make sure to hit that thumbs up.
Right. Yeah, support the channel, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, AFMD, I'm still looking at this. Over 710s, I'm still interested in it. KERN is in this range, so look at this range, guys. So this range is interesting as well. 635 down to 605, so that 30-cent range. If it breaks out of that range and the VWAP specifically follows it up, then I'll get interested in it. On the scans, we have VUZI showing up, and that one's ripping up. Look at that one, Caitlin. That one's moving big. Volume's coming in.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Maybe not that big.
No, it has
it's moving big.
candles.
And then I also see NCNA. NCNA is interesting because it's starting to move closer to that pre-market high at 650.
That also kind of worries me a little bit.
Right. Yeah, look at the pullback now. I don't hate this pullback though. The problem is the spread. It's an 11-cent spread, guys, so y'all be very careful actually.
Yeah.
Crazy big spread. You'll keep hearing it as long as you acknowledge it. You're probably right.
Probably. Yeah, Adam says, I think they're just trying to upset Caitlin.
Yeah. Probably. I mean,
probably. It's not upsetting me.
Right. Yeah, we're chill.
It's
you know,
funny more than anything.
Right. All right. So VUZI pull it back to 650 now, or 950. Will it bounce at 950 is the question. I don't know if it's going to. The VWAP is too low for me here, but it doesn't look terrible, and we did get some volume to come in. For me, in this one for VUZI, I'm more so wait for like a confirmation bounce first. And then like NCNA did the same thing. It did bounce at that 630 level, but again, the spread is 5 to 10 cents. It's just too crazy. Still watching Kern.
Dumped down Gevo, so we're not watching that anymore.
Yeah. And see, these are the hardest ones. Like, when I trade penny stocks, what used to get me into a lot of trouble is that it would break lows and I would refuse to exit, Like, and so I would just keep kind of waiting for it to rebound, and a lot of the time, these penny stocks, they just never do, at least not that day.
Yeah, for sure.
KERN starting to move back up to the high of that range.
So what's Kern doing? We have Kern in the chat.
Yeah, it's starting to push back up, so it's getting closer to that 635 level that I'm interested in.
Yeah, it looks good.
And NDM. Yeah, VUZI, started to rip up. I'm sure there's some puns to be had there, but I'll leave those puns alone today. VUZI starting to move up. Y'all, chat is gonna laugh at my terrible pun. I was thinking of Lil Voozy Vert, but like, it would have been a terrible dad joke,
That is bad.
It would have been a terrible dad joke, but
That's the epitome of a dad joke.
Right, for sure. And I was gonna say it, and then I decided to anyway. So if y'all make fun of me, I probably deserve it at this point in time.
Right.
SYBX is still moving up. Still got a lot of resistance above us here, though. 325 is the major one. And it is moving up some, but it's moving up slowly, which is okay, because that means it's picking up strength as it goes, but we're watching it over 325s. You're a dad, so it's funny? Yeah, for sure. Y'all are welcome.
You give that one to us, like a set of dad batteries.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Stocks, you get a lot of puns with stocks,
It's funny.
We had one that called PLAG. We called it the Plague. Look at VUZI, though. Speaking of VUZI, wow. Look at this.
Handle.
Man, 950s was good, too. I should have taken that.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with NCNA. I talked about this pullback on NCNA, and I just didn't take it either. And now we're getting a rip. It looks like, no. Okay, so 650 pullback here might get interesting. It's just so spready. The float's got to be small for NCNA, no? Let's see. $32 million in the float for NCNA, so it's not small. I don't know why it's so spready right now.
And it's not like it has super high volume either.
Right. Yeah, it's about medium. And I was looking for a 650 pullback, but we never quite got it. It got down to 655, and it was just too fast for me. Speaking of stocks I hate, SYBX is ripping up now, so I'm a little bummed out I missed that. But we needed to hold here at this point in time. WIMI, is it still ripping up? WIMI is still looking very weak, and so unless I'm a short trader, I'm just not super interested in that. I'm still kind of looking at NCNA. I have to understand, though, if I trade NCNA, that it's going to be a larger risk, and so I need to take it small. So we're going to get in with 25 shares on this pullback, just 25, and maybe we'll add some more if we get down to like 55 or 50, and then we'll use a risk level of about 44, maybe 40. What we're looking at for NCNA. So we'll see. So we're in 25 shares, small. I don't mind adding to it. We're just gonna see if this one can start to really rip. ACER. HCDI, guys, look at HCDI. Nah, it's not really that moving that well, actually.
Nikola is still running.
It's been a long time since I heard that stock's name. So if for those of you that don't know, NKLA is an EV play. A while back, they found out that they committed like this big fraud, and so the stock went from like 30s all the way down to like 14s, 15s, and then apparently it's ripping back up. This has to be a catalyst-driven move. It has to be.
Let's see if there's any news on it. Nicholas says they'll work with Arizona Public Service to finalize site selection.
Yeah. So that came out yesterday. So we did have a catalyst. It's gonna establish its first hydrogen production facility in state. Interesting.
I mean, I've always I don't know. Tesla just is too monopolized right now. Something else needs to come in.
Right.
And I've always liked Nikola because of the name, basically. Nikola Tesla already, Tesla's already big.
Right.
But yeah, it is kind of sketchy.
For sure. It had a little bit of fraud. I can't remember what the fraud was. I think the fraud was they ended up pushing. Because it was a truck, so it's an EV truck, right, is really what their product was. And I think instead of the truck actually working, they pushed the truck and then filmed it rolling, kind of misleading people into thinking that they actually had the product working and that it worked. And so I think that was the fraud. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Really, I'm trying to remember. It was a while back, but I think that was what it is, or that was what the fraud was there. But I'm not 100% sure though.
I kind of remember something like that. They towed the truck on the top of the hill and let it roll down the hill. Right. Okay, so, but okay, doesn't every company do something like that with a prototype?
True. Probably.
For instance.
But it's a public company though, so it's I think people make a bigger deal about it than it is, just because it influences the stock more.
Yeah, they've never had a vehicle, so it's they're kind of walking on their arms.
Yeah, they're trying to hype it up, and it is what it is,
Right.
All right, so NCNA, I added 25 shares. I'm in with 50 shares now. We're still just hanging out here. We want to see a break of this 675 level. There's 660s. Yeah, but we want a break of 675. We want a big volume surge and push over these levels, and then a break of those highs up there. Is really what we're shooting for here. Again, I gotta use 650, around 650 as a risk. And the spread's kind of bad, but I don't mind this consolidation, and hopefully, we hold and we end up pushing up, but it's small enough to not be super worried about it. KERN's pulling back some. It's at 617s, but it's still in that range. Alright, so we're still in NCNA. Spread is getting a little bit worse. SYBX, I've traded it a few times today. I'm probably not the person to give you advice on it. I had a few losing trades on SYBX today, so, you know. I think this rejection at the pre-market high looks weak, and I would look for it to hold at the VWAP, but who knows?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out what to do here. We're pulling back to 650s now for NCNA. Under 650, under that $0.50, I certainly don't like this. Spreads tightening up, 654s and 655s. So we're gonna just get ready to just jump out of this fast if we need to.
Yeah, market is just super slow today.
Right. Yeah, a lot of interesting moves. Like NKLA moving kind of came out of nowhere yesterday. What did LIVE end up doing? Okay. So LIVE got halted on that down spike and then freezing.
Hey, congrats on 41,000 subscribers.
Hey, yeah, thank you. Yeah, we hit that this morning. Honestly, it's been crazy the amount of growth the channel has gotten into over the last like month and a half. Over the last month and a half, we went from like we literally went from hitting about 2,000 subscribers a month to hitting 6,000 subscribers a month. So we've literally tripled our results and our views in the last month or so.
That's awesome.
So shout out to YouTube for recommending the content.
I know, right? And you for working hard every day.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. I just got out of NCNA. It was breaking under 650s, and I just don't like it now. It looks a little bit too weak, but
Right. SYBX is could be making moves.
yeah. So it actually held really nicely there at the VWAP too. So I am down $11 today, so nothing crazy at this point in time, guys. So I gotta wait for some A+ setups, though. I do think NCNA did just fake me out, unfortunately. So I do think this is a fake out. I think it's probably gonna continue going up. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm up a whole 71 cents.
Hey, green is green, you know.
Here you go.
If it's green, it's green. You're doing better than me today.
Yeah.
Look at
Market
that.
is slow.
Yeah, sorry for cutting you off.
Okay.
Market's okay. It was good in pre-market, but it's like now nothing is really doing anything.
All right.
I was kind of looking at Bingo, and it's right around this previous closing price, which I think is an interesting dip buy, which I might get into like 50 shares here. And this is gonna be a little bit longer term of a trade. The reason I'm jumping in this here for BNGO is because it's testing the previous closing price, and this level's big, and so I can have a really tight risk level, and if it just breaks under this, which it might be doing now, I can get out for a very small loss relative to the potential reward target I would have here. So, you know, we can let it test over the next few minutes, and then, you know, keep it pretty small if it doesn't work out. SYBX, guys. Man.
Looking strong.
Yeah. I'm still mad, but
Right?
yeah, certainly now. But I'm a scalper, so it's like if it doesn't do exactly what I want right then and there, I can't hold on to it. So
Yeah.
I gotta give myself some perspective.
Yeah, I made a whole like 5 cents on SYBX, and now I'm like, why didn't I just hold it?
Yeah.
But oh well.
It's hard to predict. Like I said, a lot of these moves just happen so suddenly. It's gonna be hard to catch the big broader move, really. But
Right.
if we get a pullback to like 330, I'm not hating it. Sorry if I keep cutting you off. I feel like I probably am, so I apologize.
No, you're good. You're good. I feel like I'm cutting you off too. So.
Yeah, I think I'm just used to talking a lot, and so
Yeah.
you know.
And we had that whole sound issue where it's like you can't, whatever, electronics and sound just hasn't updated too much.
Right.
I need sound to be better, basically.
Right. Honestly, it's crazy. Like I bought a mic, and the cheaper mic. I bought one of these blue snowballs, and then I bought like a Yeti, and the cheaper one was actually better than the expensive one, believe it or not. And so yeah.
Huh. How was it better?
It was just more crisp and clear. So it was like it just allowed me to get out of. It allowed me to you can just hear it clear. It was just more clear.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah. Easiest way to explain it. It just, you could hear everything much better.
Right.
Alright, so I did get into a little bit of SYBX, and I am making my money back here. We're going to take 25 shares off. And so we've made most of our money back today on SYBX. We're still holding 25 shares. I want to see over 350s. There's 350s. And we are out. So, hey, it's no longer dead to me. We just made our money back from it. So, most of the money back at least.
Good.
Yeah, and we got this quick pullback, and these are ones, like, I love these, where you got a big, strong level that it took a long time to break over, and then when we finally break over that level, we get, like, a small dip or a small pullback. A lot of people are waiting to jump in right there. And so you get, like, this big level at 330. We finally break over that, and then you get, like, this little bitty dip here. I think a ton of traders are just waiting for an entry here, and so they're jumping in, and that gives it some momentum to just spike up quickly. Even if it doesn't hold at 350 right here, I think the momentum coming in there is obvious, and, you know, you can take advantage of that.
For sure, yeah.
And that got us to roughly break even on the day. We still got a decent amount of equity to trade, so hopefully we'll fight our way back and in green.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for mics, let me know.
Yeah, I bought like an El Cheapo one off of Amazon, and I don't know, it works fine for me where I am now.
Your volume sounds clear, you know?
Yeah. There have been like a couple of times where it doesn't look like the volume and the picture doesn't really match up, but that's only like once in a while, and I don't know, weird, but...
Right. Yeah, volume's weird. It depends. Like, even with my 4K camera, I have to, like, sync the volume, which I hate doing. And if you don't get it exactly right, it just kind of looks kind of funny when you're recording.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get a good mic. I tried to buy, SYBX is pushing up. Let's see if it hits 350s. So 350s, we'll see if it breaks. It's got this high up here at 355 now that we can watch, but I think $0.50. I think this is a good lesson, guys, on observing half and whole dollars, because half and whole dollars are so significant. Quarter dollars too. People don't realize quarter dollars are as well, but they're just big psychological levels that a lot of people are watching.
Yeah, that's something I should probably be more aware of. That would probably help me a lot.
There's SYBX, so it's over 350. The next step here is to see if it breaks 355, which it might. There's the break. There's 360s. And now what a lot of people are looking for here, I don't know if this is going to work, obviously, but what a lot of people are looking for is a small pullback to like 350s, maybe like 351s. And then, you know, so here's a pullback to 351, exactly down to 351. And then there's the little bit of a bounce. So we'll see if it holds here at 350 or 351. Like I said, a lot of people are just waiting for a pullback entry there, and so you're gonna get like a quick, kind of like what Eric describes as like a bungee, where it goes down quickly and then it pops back up.
Mm-hmm.
And then, man, NCNA is doing exactly what I wanted to as well, but also mid-quarters, 35, 65, 85. Yeah, those work too. Jeff, get out of here with your scam. This is amazing, guys. I've made $537.29 today.
How do they feel good about themselves?
I don't know, man. I really question it. It's obviously just a scam. Like, anytime, I'll give you guys a lesson, all right? If you're in the trading world, if anybody in the comment section tries to refer you to WhatsApp, run away, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's almost always a scam if it's on WhatsApp. That's what they'll usually push you to, because it's encrypted. So they can hide it easier. So they'll send you to WhatsApp. You know, they'll tell you to send you money or whatever, and then they'll just steal it. You'll never see it again.
Yeah, just run from those. Yeah, NCNA looks really strong.
Yeah, so this is the one I was in earlier. I like to pull back to 650, but it didn't really hold there. And now it's moving up. I have a little bit of FOMO here, but it's not terrible just because I know I would have never held through like all the way down here to 630s. Like I would have never held through that anyway, so hard to take advantage of it.
Right. Yeah, I see a lot of penny stocks have this pattern, like this up pattern almost, where it like gets higher and then reaches like the 674 level and then crashes down a little bit. But it's hard to tell when, like, you know, it's going to crash down, if it's going to pop back up, or if it's just going to keep going down, you know?
Right. Exactly. And a lot of them will just fail. So there's NCNA breaking these 680s. A lot of short traders love when like a stock pushes up big like that and then breaks under that opening range high in the VWAP area, so like 630s in the VWAP. A lot of short traders love those, just because a lot of the time you're just going to get these big fades. What's one that did it yesterday? ZOM? Ooh, man. Yeah, guys, we certainly don't see the pumpers for ZOM today.
Right.
Because, man, this thing's down to 89 cents now.
Yeah, they were out yesterday.
So many of them. They were everywhere, bro. I couldn't say anything. It was literally like, hey guys, what stock should we look at? ZOM, ZOM, ZOM. It was all I ever heard yesterday.
No, seriously, it was intense.
Yeah. They were pumping that thing hard. And like I said, I was skeptical of it yesterday, and I think as much as my viewers wanted to, you know, see ZOM, I had to be honest about it. And I told him yesterday, like, hey, you know, this thing is probably just getting pumped up.
Right.
But yeah, NCNA still up to 680s.
The Zoom pumper is looking for jobs today.
Wait, say that again?
They're looking for jobs today.
Right, for sure. Yeah, they're done trading for a while, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and Carol Baskin actually pumped ZOM up yesterday. So it was actually Carol Baskin. Was the sparking catalyst for ZOM's move up. It was kind of the catalyst, but I think she either posted a YouTube video about Zomitica or something about it. Chat probably knows better, but it had to do with Carol Baskin from the Tiger King.
The actual Carol Baskin, not like a fake one, like the actual one?
Yeah, like real Carol Baskin pumping up ZOM. You know.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That was yesterday. You know?
Why?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Look it up. I'm serious. Chat.
Yes, I'm doing this right now.
Yeah, look it up. I couldn't find the video, but Carol Baskin certainly pumped up Zomitica yesterday.
He promoted the company. Oh my god, this is... Wait, okay, so did they pay her? Or...
They had to. They either paid her or she's running her own stock pick program or something like that.
Which, like, if she was, like, shocked, first of all.
Yeah. Yeah, so she promoted them. It says, the news releases, Zomitica has soared 270% since Carol Baskin of Tiger King promoted the company in a cameo video. So it was cameo. She said, quote, I don't know if you guys have heard about Zomitica, but they help our veterinarians and our furry friends, end quote. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
XCLA is ripping up here. I might buy a little pullback for XCLA right now. I'm already up some on this one today. Here's a pullback. We're going to try to jump in with 125 shares here for XCLA.
Oh my god. I'm reading the Wikipedia about Carol Baskin, and she's just a crazy, like, I don't know. She
certainly killed.
Yeah, 100%.
She certainly killed her husband, sorry.
High school, and left home with a local roller rink employee, okay? And then she hitchhiked back and forth between Florida and Maine, sleeping under parked cars.
Who, Carol Baskin?
Yes.
She did what?
She slept under parked cars, hitchhiking between Florida and Maine.
Recently?
With her roller rink employee. No, after she dropped out of high school.
Oh, okay, yeah. So she's lived a tough life, I guess.
I don't know. She murdered her rich husband. And
she certainly did. You know, he didn't just disappear. That's the craziest thing I ever hear anybody says.
Oh.
All right, so we just sold half of this. I think I was a little bit late on the sell for XCLA. but hey, we're moving some. Sold this too soon, but hey, we're gonna get out the rest here. Ah, terrible fill. My fault for using market orders. SYBX is ripping up here. So wow, SYBX is ripping up big. 360s now, man. I knew this one had the potential to run too. I knew it had the potential to run. I just got in a little bit early and faked out too soon.
Looks good though.
Yeah.
But like you saw it like beginning day, you know, like you saw it.
Right. Yeah, it's alright. I still don't hate 350 here, but yeah, Carol Baskin. But yeah, her husband didn't just disappear. You know what I mean? Like he didn't just say, "Oh, you know, we're just gonna leave town."
Nobody just disappears, especially like it's the 21st century. There are cameras everywhere. There's social media, especially if you're getting this famous off of Tiger King. If you're around, like, I'd be like, "Hey, hi, where's my money?"
Right, for sure. All right, so we're in SYBX here. We're holding at 350s. Or we're looking to hold at 2 350s here. I just need a quick surge up. We pulled back to 350s. Spread's tightening up. There's 56. Don't do it to me. I think it is. Alright, so it's not terrible right now. We just need it over 360s. There we go. There we go. Problem is my entry was not good, so it was...
I mean, it's holding there. It's strong.
Yeah. Alright, so we just got out half just to protect the trade, and we're holding 25 shares left. And I don't mind a little 25 share position here. I mean, I could be pretty safe. If it breaks under 350, I could just jump out and not worry about it too much. And if it rips up, I can make a few bucks small. There's 63s. We caught the bounce at 350 like we wanted, though. Just mismanaged it a little bit, I think, here. All right, there we go. There's 63s. 65s. There we go, 66. Let's break these highs. Yeah, we're gonna get out here, take our money, maybe jump back in it if we see something that looks good. Alright, so we're slightly green on the day now, luckily. So we have fought our way back so far. Let me catch back on the chat. Sorry, I'm neglecting the chat a little bit. Why don't you short? Because I have a cash account. Maybe he did. GameStop. If you were married to Carol Baskin, would you not take off? I mean, fair point. You know, fair point. You know,
Right.
I might disappear.
He did get married to Carol Baskin, so like.
Right. You know, we got to question his decision-making ability there. You know.
Right.
Where did he fly off to? It was like some South American country. Or that was the theory, at least, is that he flew off to South America and never was heard from again.
I don't know, but she got his money, right? I'm pretty sure it was like then. He'd be in South Africa or wherever the hell he is without money.
Right.
Just like with people talking about him all over the world.
Right. Right, exactly. He would certainly come out at this point as well. And first of all, if you're running away, you're taking your money with you. You're not just gonna leave all your money there. You know, you're not gonna leave your money to your wife if you're running away. No offense, I'm not. You know, but yeah, let's be honest here. Tiger ate him.
Yeah, 100%. Somebody got a good feed that day.
Right. You know, tropical. But we're looking at NCNA here. We're watching 690s. It's moving a little bit slow, and it doesn't really have the best volume, but it's making some big moves, to be honest here. This thing's ripping up pretty solid. SYBX is bouncing a little bit. I'm also looking at BIOL. BIOL.
I'm so confused. Like, I think Florin's a hater, but I have no, like, I can't tell.
Yeah. I mean,
flying planes outside.
Oh, it's my lawnmower. Yeah, we're just gonna ban Florida. Sorry, bro. You know, but I just don't trust you at this point in time. Anyways, yeah, it's my neighbor. They're landscapers, so they gotta freaking cut the grass this early. I hate it.
It sounds like an airport.
Right. Plus, it's winter time. The grass not even growing like that. You know.
Yeah, who cuts grass in January?
It's cold. The grass isn't even growing. Like, I promise you, my grass looks just like his now. Yeah.
Right? It's all brown and just like, it's winter. What?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I live in the South, Nate, for sure. I'm really sorry. I really shouldn't be giving advice. Hey, what's up, Mo? No, you're good, bro.
Yeah. Full team here.
Nah, the reason I don't think he was joking, is because when I joked back with him, was like, oh yeah, they're probably just, you know, a bunch of virgins or whatever I said, he was like, nah, so he had a serious response back to it, which would make me think he's not joking, and he was actually serious, which is why I banned him, right? Like, if I thought he was joking, he would stay, but if he's just being super negative or weird or, like, antagonistic, I'm just gonna ban you, it's easy. XCLA is pushing up, so it's at 95 cents now, so I don't know, I could have held here, but a little bit too extended now, but look at it, we'll watch it over 1. SYBX, still consolidating. Look at this range here, guys, between like 365 and 350 for SYBX. If it pulls back to 350 and holds again, I might buy it for a push up to 365, breaking there.
Good NCNA.
Right.
NCNA is looking good, looking strong.
Wow, so yeah, so that's what I said. The volume came in big. It was like almost immediately after I said that. So wow, look at 770s. NCNA, guys, is ripping up big here. Look at JVA as well. JVA getting a little bit spiky right here for JVA. Not the best volume though.
Right.
It's fun watching John. He makes it look easy. Hey, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're halted here. I think, yeah, we're halted for NCNA. So halted on the way up at 780s. We halted at 925. So we should resume at 10 a.m. I'm almost certain this is a circuit breaker halt just based off of the volume here.
Right.
So yeah, big move for NCNA, guys. Still watching SYBX here. Part of me really wants to end green on this one, just because I've made a big comeback on it. Let's see. All right. We're certainly watching for this for SYBX here. Alright, we're with the 100 shares here. Wish me luck, guys. It's going to be a very quick trade if we make some money on it, and hopefully this thing ends up getting back up to the 60s. Oof. Worst trade ever. We'll let it test this low here at 46, and then I'm out.
Yeah. Look at Gevo. Gevo made a comeback today. Which is kind of what I was talking about, like that V, like cup shape almost that a lot of stocks make.
Right. Yeah, so I just got biggest loss today. SYBX gave all the money I made back on it today. And, man, I was green on the day. Now I'm down, I think $17 is what I'm down. Yeah, $16. I was slightly green on the day. But, it hurts, team. It hurts. My fault, though. Got a little bit impatient with it and should have waited. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Still looking at NCNA though.
That's good. Have a good day, Tiny.
Hey, see you, Tiny. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, hit that like button. Like I said, guys, if it's your first time here, I know we've got like a crazy amount of views over the last few days, but if it's your first time here, you know, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. What we are here in beginner trading, we're just a free resource and community for traders to get together and really learn about the stock market. We don't claim to be experts here. We're not, you know, We're not gurus. We're not selling courses or services, and we're really just day trading, letting you guys watch us trade so you can see what it's really like without, you know, selling you or upselling you all these different things. And so if you appreciate stuff like that, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We certainly appreciate any support we can get. Let's run those like numbers up if you haven't yet. There we go.
Yeah, and subscribe to my channel. I'll post a link in the chat there.
Okay, yeah, y'all go sub to Caitlin's channel as well. Completely free trading content, investing content. A lot of great information there for new investors, business people, and traders. So yeah, y'all go sub to hers as well. There's the link.
We're growing. We're growing. Slowly but surely. What's the SPY doing today? The SPY is looks super weird today.
Is it really? So I was honestly just about to look at it. I do like this up. It's moving up, and that's what I like about it. So I might get my futures trading account out.
It had this weird like dip that I just kind of want to erase. You know?
I don't hate it. I don't mind this little pullback here too with it. Like with the SPY pulling back to like 279, I think it might bounce there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can hurry up and try to buy one contract to see how that goes. There we go. I'm in one. Quickly. We'll see if this ends up working. Alright. Trying to get out. Yeah, alright, so yeah, we just made a little 25 bucks. And so yeah, there's the bounce. And I love these. It's kind of like a U-shaped breakout pattern. To where it's not quite a U-shaped breakout pattern, but it's like a downward move that is like since rebounded all the way. And then once we get to this high here, then I'm starting to look for pullbacks to support. So like if we look at this and we got a pullback to here, this is what I was really focusing on, is this pullback from 29, just right there. And that's what we call it real quick. So we call it that. Hey, nice, Justin.
Yeah. And thanks, oh gosh, Shoshana. Yeah, I guess that's how you pronounce your name. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm green, nice. You guys actually make money from YouTube like that, John. You might have to teach that. I mean, yeah, the YouTube channel makes money. Certainly.
Yeah. With all your growth, that's awesome.
Right. Yeah, it's been crazy, honestly. You know, I'm living the dream over here. We're gonna buy this break in the SPY, so we're in with one contract here. Hopefully it doesn't reject on us, but we already have some green on the day. NKA Lee is moving.
Hey Daniel, if you want to check out what I look like, go check out my channel.
Right. Go sub. Oh man, I'm not even paying attention to futures. Oh no. Alright, I'm down. Oh, kind of down. Yeah, I'm down. Alright, so we're about to break even. I just want to see if it bounces here at at this 20 level. Yeah, sub while you're there. Yeah, for sure. I bought Warrior Trading's book from Amazon. His book is old and useless. Yeah, I don't know. Never read his book. I mean, most books are going to be old.
Plus, I don't know. I feel like I personally haven't purchased any of Warrior Trading stuff, but some of the old stuff is like the fundamental stuff, you know?
Right. Yeah, I like Warrior Trading. I've seen his course. Like, we're on the internet, like I said, and so you can find whatever kind of course you want. And I'll just put it that way. If we are on the internet, people. It's not like... Alright, so we're getting a drop here. But what I'm saying is, though, it's not like there's barriers to finding content, premium content for free. I mean, we are on the internet. I'm not saying you should do that. But what I'm saying is, like I said, we are on the internet, people, you know? And so I have had somebody send me some of Warrior stuff, and it's good stuff. Like, its content is okay. Like, I like it. I think it's useful to stock traders, and that's what mostly matters. There's a lot of traders' content that is just not useful at all, and it's just a bunch of nonsense. Alright, so we're still sitting in this futures trade. I'm waiting for it to rebound here. Like I said, my line in the sand at this point is 379.15 on the SPY. CTRM, yeah, we're watching that.
I love it. The SPY is like weird and choppy all morning, and then it's steady as you pop into futures.
Right. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it rips up. We're not bad. I mean, I'm about break even on the day now, but futures is one of those things where it's like I might start off green or I might start off red, but like a lot of the time, if they allow me to keep trading, and it's like as long as I can keep trading and as long as we get some volatility, I'm usually going to end green. You know, without worrying too much about it, you know. We'll have outliers sometimes, but most of the time I'm good. Yeah, SYBX is just dumping down, which is what I said. A lot of these, when they break under the VWAP, a ton of traders are shorting those instead, which looks like what we're getting for SYBX.
Yeah, I agree, Kyle. Ross's self-evaluation is great. He's pretty transparent, which I love. I think with any trading channel, with any like investing or trading channel, like one of the keys to being a creator is just that transparency and having your audience trust you.
Right. And I think we all, like, I've been through all the different stages of that, like, here at this channel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at this channel, we've tried everything. Like, we've tried selling stuff, and, like, we had a bunch of students, too. Oh, man, it was looking so good for the SPY. But, like, eventually, my old partner and I just talked about it, and I was like, look, is this what we want to do? Like, do we just want to be another drop in the bucket guru selling courses? And, like, we talked about it, and we just decided not, like, that's not what I want to be here. Like, that's not what we want to do. I would rather change the trading game to where it's just free stuff and be that kind of outlier. I think that's going to, and again, I would love to do it and just pretend like I did it out of the kindness of my heart. But, like, the reality is that I saw it as an opportunity because there were very few people actually doing that. And so if we started to do that, then we would be able to grow substantially faster than if we started charging people for content. And so, and then that was accurate, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the move up. All right, so we're going to take this. We were patient. Bad risk reward here. Wait. So we're still in this on the E-mini. So let me sell. I'm trying to exit. I like this move, and I think it's pretty strong. All right, there we go. There's 25s. There we go, 50s. All right, so we just made only $25 from that. It's all right. We're up $50 in the day. But again, we caught that dip, and this is what we wanted. We wanted this pullback. Or we didn't want the pullback, but we wanted it to hold here at 379.15 like I talked about.
Jay says POWW. That one pulled up. Where did it go? POWW looks good. Has good volume.
Right. I'm still kind of looking at the SPY here.
Still in futures.
Yeah. And then I got a little bit of XELA, but it's nothing too crazy. SPY's still moving up. Alright, so we're taking a little bit here for XELA. Try to scalp this pullback push up. See if we can try to break $1 today is what we really want here. Is we just want to break $1. And if we can, great. That's all we're really trying to see if we can. SPY pulling back here. Trying to manage all this stuff at once, so.
I know I have so many graphs up.
Alright, so we're going to take half off here. And like I said, we're going to see if we break $1. We just took half off of XELA. And again, we just want to see if this thing can break $1. That's all we're really trying to do. And I think it might. So there's nice squeeze up. We're still at 50 shares. Here's the dollar push. I'm in one trade in the futures market too. I'll throw this up here as well, but also, like I said, we're going to try to manage this. I'll probably get out there. So yeah, we'll break even on the day now after that last one in futures, which is alright. We'll have an opportunity. And now this is the question, is do I want to let this hold to try to get that $1 push? You know, that's the question. I think I have to give myself a risk level underneath here. I think at 95 cents makes sense. Yeah, we're in XELA. That's what we're in right now. There's 98s. 98 and a half. Let's see if we can get 99s. There's 99s again. Alright, so there's 99s. Alright, so here's the dollar push. There's the dollar. 99 and a half. We're going to get out another quarter, and we're just going to hold that last little bit. So, yeah, we got the dollar push. I don't know if we're going to actually hold over it now, though. Yeah, I need help from someone. Got a new monitor, but every time I open up another TOS chart on the app, they try to change the graphs. Yeah, so you go to this right here. Preston, so look at this right here. You see the symbol link? You whichever one you want it to follow, you select the color, and if you don't want it to follow anything, you just click unlink right there. So like, if you want your chart to follow another chart on a different page, you just make them both red, for instance. You know. So we're still trying to break $1. We made some money here. We're still down about $10 on the day, though. See if we bounce at 98, 98 and a half. I think the SPY did bounce exactly off of that level. I scared myself out. So here's the $99 or the 99 test again. Here's $1 for XELA. So we did hit $1. There's one. Let's get up to 101s maybe. I'm gonna get out here. We made some money on it, you know. Well, that's acceptable for today on that one. So, wow, looks like I got out exactly at the right time there. Look at that drop, 5 cents.
Mm-hmm. That's what you're saying, the importance of the whole dollar and $half levels.
Right. Oh, especially on stocks that are under $1, like sub-dollar stocks that are under $1. Those levels are super critical. They're super influential, basically, because like 50 cents and $1. $1 is usually like the hardest level for it to break. So we went right up to that level. We'll see. There it goes. Here's the push. There's ones. So we got a little pullback. Everybody piled into, and now we're getting a spike.
I wonder how much this channel hypes up stocks, you know?
I was thinking that with XELA. I really was. Because I was like, I'm getting out, and then it dropped 5 cents. But it depends on what the float is, really. Some of these, the float's going to be too big for me to influence it. Which is why, like, sometimes I'll take trades off stream for that exact reason, too. Let me see what the float is.
I have that push over $1. It's holding.
It's 60 million in the float, so I doubt we're influencing it. It might just be a pullback from $1.
We can pretend we're influencing it.
Right, hey, you know, I'm sure people are still going to be like, you're pumping stuff, and it's like, no. Not quite, not yet, you know. Maybe if we got, like, larger, maybe we would, but, All right, so we're scalping a little bit in futures here. We're in with one contract right now. We made some money here already, about a very small amount, and we're gonna see if we can push up a little bit more, get us to a little bit more green on the day. But yeah, there's 105s for XELA, so we did get up there. I think trading bots are your main competitor, maybe in the future for sure. Alright, so XELA still up there to 108, so should have held. A little bit of FOMO.
I think like any robots could definitely beat any human. Like,
right.
Is it Boston Dynamics? I think the robot that went viral, like dancing, like a week ago or whatever. I'm like, wow, that robot is so much better of a dancer than I am. Like,
oh, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's funny.
I mean, I'm a poker player, so it's like I already know that like programmed poker bots are better than humans now. Like they've done like competitions against like poker bots versus humans, and the poker bots almost always win. And they put them against like the best poker players ever. And so, you know, I know we're already at that step, and it's a sad day for poker in that regard because, you know, it might actually hurt the game a lot, but
yeah. But then at the same time, it might help it in a way. I don't know how I see it like helping poker, but it could help us get better and progress in a way.
True. And that's plausible too. The biggest fear I have with it is that you got a bunch of people that are just going to pay for bots that are I'm going to be playing against a bunch of bots. And I know I already have played against bots before, especially on some of the more obscure poker sites.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They should, and that's just, I think, the government and like, I don't know, laws and regulations should be put in place then, but...
Right. What's up, Mo? I got what wrong, brother? Oh, he means institutions that use bots for scalping. Oh, yeah, for sure. I know exactly what he meant, that I was competing against, certainly. So I knew, yeah, I appreciate the clarification, though, but yeah, for sure. I know exactly what he means. He means trading bots, for sure. And I've actually been talking to a few different people about trading bots. I've had a few sponsors reach out to me in that regard, wanting to sponsor the channel with some algorithms and trading. So I'm certainly, especially in mid and high caps, though, you're going to be competing against bots mostly. But certainly in futures as well. The futures market, I'm sure, is filled with bots too.
Right, yeah.
What do I think of OCGN at $2? Had its run a few weeks ago, or a week ago, maybe, and now it's just kind of dumping. Had its run on the 4th, so yeah. But it's just been in a downward trend now for the last 2 or 3 days. You know, looking kind of weak now. Trying to hold under 2. We'll see. Not loving it, to be honest. Alright, so I'm in another futures trade, and sorry, you guys see me trading futures a little bit more today, just because the penny stock market's a little bit dull aside from XELA. And also, if you want to use the same platform I'm using for futures, I'm using a program called Top Step. It's a funded account program for futures, and so basically the way it works is they fund traders if they prove they're profitable with demo accounts, and so it's a monthly subscription. The base one for the first month, it's only $120 if you use my link. And what they'll do is they'll give you a demo account. They'll give you a 30K demo account. And if you can make $2,000 on that 30K demo account, and that's just the base package, then they fund you that 30K with an 80% profit split as proprietary futures traders. So if you make $1,000 net, once you're funded, you get to keep 800, they get to keep 200. And yeah, they're regulated in the US. They paid out millions to their traders last year. They funded over 3,000 traders last year alone. And so they're legitimate, in my opinion. And again, it's a good way to get funded if you don't have that much capital, but you think you're a good enough trader to potentially get funded. You can try to get funded through them, and I think that makes a lot of sense. It's also a really good introduction to the futures market. So you see me trading futures here. I'm just buying and selling market bid, ask, just like day trading. The only difference is that you're trading commodities, basically. In this case, I'm trading the S&P 500 or the E-mini. And the only other difference is the sizing. But I'm looking at the SPY basically when I do this. And so if I think the SPY is going to rip, that's when I buy. And if I think the SPY is going to fall down, that's when I sell. But again, I think it makes a lot of sense for traders. And if you want to check them out, I'll post this link. I do make a commission if you sign up through me. And so I am going to be, biased to a certain extent in their favor, obviously. But like I said, I try to be honest about it. If you want to check it out, there's the link. Now, here's a question. XELA is pulling back to $1. What do you think about that, Caitlin? Pull back to $1.
XELA? Gosh, I'm not even looking on it, sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. I'm curious. I'm thinking about it myself, but I also know that a lot of these break $1 and then they just rip down and never, you never see them again.
Yeah, honestly though, like it's hanging with the volume, so I don't see it just dipping down,
Yeah.
Good.
So it's not terrible, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the worst, but it could go either way.
Right. And that's why it's like $1 support. It would have to be a scalp, but I think it's a little bit too late for me there anyway. Really, it sounds too good to be true. I mean, it's not an easy challenge to accomplish, So you gotta make $2,000 on that 30K account. There's a max sizing. There's a minimum number of days traded. So it's like, if you're not good enough, if you're not the best futures trader, you might struggle a little bit with it. I know I have struggled with it too. And so it really just depends on your trading skill, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta get past that learning curve.
For sure.
Yeah, it's holding at that 105 level, XELA, so
right.
I like it.
Are you responsible for the losses if you don't hit 2K? No, so there's a max loss. So like I think the max loss on the base one is $500. And so I think if you go over $500, they're gonna, you're gonna be out, and then you gotta refresh your account if you're gonna try again. And so yeah, they're gonna stop you out basically if you hit a certain loss amount. Like if you go over a certain loss amount, they're gonna get you out of there. And that's what I'm saying. So if you're a good futures trader, it makes sense. Even if you're not a good futures trader, though, I think having those rules it's gonna help you be a better trader. You know what I mean? Like I think understanding like some of the rules are you have to avoid certain market releases because that could negatively influence your positions, and I think that's a good rule to follow. I think having a max loss on the day, week, month is a good thing. Max sizing, especially in the futures market, like you can see one contract fluctuates $12.50 in profit or losses every contract per tick, right? And so that's a big movement here, and if you trade too large, you can lose that $500 quickly. And so it's going to teach you risk management as well. And obviously there's other commodities, like this is the E-mini. I can trade the micro E-mini if I want to. Alright, so we're going to try to get out of this here real quick. Alright, so we just got out. So we're up 62 on the day in futures. But yeah, you can trade the micro if you want a little bit smaller size. Like just as an example, I can buy 2 contracts here, and every tick up or down is $2.50 instead of $25. So it's 10 times smaller movement than the E-mini itself. Alright, and we're up on these 2 contracts. We're going to sell half of this here, and we're going to sell the other half there. So, yeah, you can see we just made a little bit on both of those. We are up nicely on the day. Almost $80, so we'll take that any day.
That's awesome. Rob said Twitter will be the next MySpace.
Wait, what is?
Rob said Twitter will be the next MySpace.
Yeah, I think Twitter has already been on a downward spiral lately. I don't know. I use Twitter sometimes, but it's like, I don't know. I think.
But then, if Twitter is the next MySpace, there will be another Twitter. You know.
Right, there'll be something just like it. Because Facebook, when I grew up, I had MySpace, right? Like we had MySpace profiles. You coded them in HTML. If anybody here is old enough to remember MySpace, I remember you coded it on HTML and CSS, and so you could change, you basically design a little mini web page. It's not real coding, it's more so just programmers don't consider it real coding. It's just HTML. It's just web building. But yeah, MySpace was around first, and then MySpace was sold. I mean, the dude at MySpace, he made like $600 million from MySpace, and that's plenty. Facebook came around and made, 60 billion.
Right.
But, Facebook was a little bit different in that regard, and, I can remember them both. I remember when Facebook came out, I was a little bit skeptical of it because I was so used to MySpace, but then everybody started using Facebook, and so I started using Facebook, and,
All right.
GameStop is ripping up today, which is kind of crazy, honestly.
Yeah, GameStop has been, for the last few months, like, up and down.
Right. Yeah, somebody said to post Caitlin's channel.
I think I got that link.
Yeah, this is easy.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright.
Yeah, I changed my, what is it, hyperlink to, like, the money head.
Nice. Oh, you changed your URL, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that's what do they? Don't they have like a rule for it? I remember when mine changed. You have to hit like a certain amount. So
they have like a rule for it. I think it's like to customize it or whatever. But then they had like the option for me to like do it based off of what my channel name is. So it was like the Money HUD Caitlin, and so I had to then change it to like the Money HUD, and then like
right.
Because that's what I wanted the URL to be.
Right.
And then I changed it back to like the Money HUD Caitlin, so
right.
it was like kind of custom, but like I still had restrictions.
Right. Alright, so I'm in one contract in the futures market. Sorry, that's why I'm kind of being a little quiet. So we're up $50. I'm gonna just get out here. So we are effectively up $140 today. So we'll take that so far in the futures market. Not bad. Whoops. There we go. We'll see if we get into any more trades in futures. Definitely been worse in penny stocks for sure. But we're down about $10 either way, so it's nothing too crazy today. If I lose this week, I mean, I've had two losing days this week, I think, and one green day, unfortunately, so it might be my first losing day in a while in penny stocks, and if that is the case, like I said, that's okay. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, XCLA just, I don't know, it didn't hold the way I wanted it to, so.
Chewy CEO joined GameStop. Hey, my man Janny, thank you for the sub, or thank you for becoming a member, Jan. I appreciate that very much. Shout out to Janny for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Symbol for futures. I'm trading the ES. Gevo. Mentioned Casey earlier. What was his channel? Well, let me find it. He mostly deals with like option stuff. Let me find him. I know I'm subscribed to his. So here, I'll post it for you. Just give me a second.
Yeah, I've never traded options. I want to get into it and learn more about it.
Yeah, I've had good and bad experiences with options. But yeah, thanks again for becoming a member, Jan. Yeah, I've had good and bad experiences in options. It's both like options. It's like it's so finite. Like it's so final. Like you're losing what you spend on that option if you're buying options. That is. And so it's like whatever you spend on that option, if it's a losing trade, you're just gonna lose whatever that is, and that's one of the benefits of it because it's a very specific amount. Like you know what your risk is when you get into an options trade. You're risking whatever you paid for that option. But it's basically like calls and puts. You buy a call if you think the stock is gonna go up. You buy a put if you think the stock's gonna go down, and there'll be like a specific strike price, which is basically like your profit level or your break-even level if it hits the strike or not. And then every amount it goes over the strike if it's a call option, and then say it's a $2 call option. Every increment it goes over $2, like you make a little bit more money depending. But there's also time decay, so like how late the option is. If it's like it's hard to explain. I'm probably not going to do a great job of explaining it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're interesting for sure. Mostly swing trading is what I would do with options.
Right.
Let me find Casey's link for you guys. Hold on.
Yeah, Austin, you'll have to come on and answer questions about all options trading.
Yeah, for sure. He's certainly gonna be better than I am at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of Casey's channel name. I know I'm subscribed to him. I'm gonna find my subscription list. List. Yeah, I gotta find it. Join our Discord. I'll post it to our Discord, or I'll get him in our Discord. I don't know where it is. Here, let me see. Casey. The problem is I typed Casey in. I'm gonna get Casey Neistat. Yep, that's exactly what I got.
Is that?
Channel.
So, GSAT. Somebody
GSAT.
said GSAT. I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
down.
That's for me.
I gotta find my subscription list. There's gotta be one somewhere.
Don't you just go onto YouTube and then subscriptions?
Well, I did, but then it's just gonna show me all their recent videos in Casey. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, gotcha. There it is. It's Casey Israel was his name. Yes, I posted anything. Oh, he posted something. Okay, yeah, he's been streaming a little bit, so yeah, here it is. Alright, so here's his channel. You're welcome, though. It spent like 5 minutes finding that link.
Casey
yeah,
will.
Sorry, go ahead.
Casey will appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, no, he certainly will. I've tried to get Casey to come on stream. It's just like, I think it's a little intimidating at first. I got a few people that I've tried to get come on stream. Like, I got a Bitcoin guy that knows a lot about Bitcoin and really, you know, knows the ins and outs of Bitcoin. I'm trying to get him to come on. Mitch is supposed to be coming on again sometime in the next week, and then I might be going on Benzinga, and then we got a few people, but a lot of people are scared to come on because I think it's intimidating at first, but like you get used to it, you know.
Right.
Like I know I started my streams a long time ago, and when I originally started them, I never showed my face. It was really just one chart, you know, and then as I got more comfortable, I started showing my face. I started showing more of my trading, and it worked out a little bit. But there's definitely an adjustment period you gotta get used to when you got, especially if you're trading simultaneously. You know, it's hard to trade when you got 700, 1,100 people watching you.
For sure, yeah.
I like the guests. Nice. Yeah. Shoshana, I believe is how you pronounce it, right? Let me know if that was wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Shoshana.
Yeah, I saw she subscribed to me over this weekend, so thanks, Shoshan. But I don't know. I feel like, I mean, for me, it's literally just a conversation between you and I with like 1,000 people in the, you know, it's like I don't really think about the 1,000 people watching.
Exactly.
It's just like
that's when you get used to it. That's what happens. It's like it's just kind of conversations, and I'll forget about the chat, and then I'll check the chat, and they'll be yelling at me half the time. You know?
Yeah. Right.
GEVO starting to move back up. I'm watching this one. It's in like a kind of a U-shaped breakout pattern, not completely, but it's not really a U-shaped pattern. But I've been seeing these a lot where it goes like a V, and then it pulls back up, and then it pulls back down to test the VWAP, like right here. These dip buys have been really interesting to me a lot, because then you could just use like a tiny risk here maybe. And so I've been trading these. It's not really a U, it's kind of a cup and handle, but it's more of like a V instead of a cup. But they've been working a lot as well if you just take them for the small bounce and get out, you know. Yeah, we got a bunch of people coming on. We got two-way trader Mordecai coming on tomorrow. So if you're in our Discord, we got him coming on tomorrow as well.
Awesome.
What time does the market get hot again? Like 2 to 3 Eastern. And so like the market will be volatile for first few hours of the day, and then around lunchtime it slows down, and then usually you get a surge in volume coming in. They call it power hour. It's the last hour of the day. It's the last hour of the market open. It's from 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And so that's, if I couldn't trade the morning, I would probably trade power hour almost exclusively, you know. Alright, so we're in with another contract in futures here. We got a big drop in the SPY, and so just to show you guys what I'm actually doing here, we can pull up the SPY and I can show you. So here's the SPY. We got a big drop, and so we're just looking for a quick bounce back up, which we actually just got. So I just ended up selling there. We're now up about $180 on the day. And again, this is what I'm trading. I'm looking at the SPY. I see a big extended drop here at a $0.50 at 379.50, and so it's logical to conclude that, or to assume that it's going to get a small bounce here, which we got. We got a very quick bounce up to 379.60, and I was able to sell and make, you know, $50, $60 from it quickly. I see you try. Later, brother. Very nice, Jeff. Did we talk about Jagx already? We talked about it at the open, and really in pre-market. Since the bell, it's just been dull and boring, so not really anything interesting for this one yet. I'm not interested in this one until it starts to rebound and get back up to like 380s. XEL did bounce at $1. Yeah, when all the big dogs come back from me on lunch, basically. Yeah, I'm in Texas. I'm not sure where Caitlin's at.
I'm in Colorado.
Oh, nice.
But I'm moving soon, so I don't know where. I need to find a job first. But graduated college, so
Congrats.
yeah, I know it's crazy.
What'd you get? What's your degree in?
Economics.
Nice. I like that degree. That's a good degree.
Yeah.
A very versatile degree, you know.
It honestly, like, college was so hard for me. Like, I am not a school person. I never really loved school. But like, I had this opportunity to go to college. Like, I know how beneficial it is, you know. So I entered college with like political science, going into like a political science major. And then I went to pre-med with biology and chemistry major. So kind of like completely changed there. And then we went to computer science, now economics. So it's been kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think economics is a versatile degree. I think with a degree in economics, you can get a job both in like the business sector, political sector, you know, whatever it is. And that's why I think it's a versatile degree. You know, that you'll be able to use for sure.
For sure. Yeah, if I went back, I'd probably, well, I'm not going to go back, first of all. But I do think economics, like, I wouldn't change that, but maybe like a minor in accounting or finance or something.
Right.
But yeah, I freaking graduated. So
I could never be in finance, I don't think. I would love to work at a big company as a trader, obviously. That's like every trader's dream. But what I mean is I could never be an accountant.
Yeah.
I could never be an accountant. They make good money though in a lot of jobs, and you know that's a versatile degree as well, even though people don't realize it. Like, you can get jobs in business. The big thing is that you just got a degree, you know, and that's the most important thing, and you can always tweak it or figure, you know, the best route after that. But
right. Getting
your side hustle degree in penny stocks, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I never finished college, and I never was a school person either. I always hated school, and I did okay in school when I tried, but most of the time I just was indifferent to it, to be honest. I have my associate's degree, but And I'm sure I could get my bachelor's within a year or two if I really wanted to. But I haven't really needed it at this point in time, and I think the only way I would need it, like as a programmer, if I ever wanted to get a job as like a front-end programmer and they made me need a degree, then I might just go ahead and take the 2 years to get my degree and go for it that way. But I think a lot of programming is heading more towards boot camps. I think programmers are always going to get paid more if they have a college degree, but a lot of programmers don't go to college now, and a lot of them just go to boot camps and learn that way.
For sure. Yeah, I think it definitely, college has changed, where I do still think it's necessary to get paid more, honestly, and like to get the interviews for the jobs, like it just looks more attractive on your resume, because when you're applying for jobs, you're just a piece of paper. You're not a human to them,
Exactly.
So it is like better, but like programming and computing, it's so easy to learn on the internet, and like programs, not spending $1,200 to $2,000 per class,
Right. Well, with programming, a lot of it is more so just like, especially nowadays, programming is mostly done through like boot camps. And so what you'll do for a programmer, and a lot of people don't realize this, but it's like, for programming nowadays, there's specific niches where you don't really need a college degree as much. It's always important to be seen, because like you said, you're just a piece of paper to them. You gotta do something to stand out, and a lot of the time a college degree is going to make you stand out. And again, I think people with college degrees, they're certainly going to make more, and they're going to have a way easier time finding a job, specifically in programming. But a lot of programmers now go to a boot camp, and so they have these specialized schools where you go to a boot camp, they teach you the ins and outs of programming within like 4.5 months is usually like the one of the fastest routes. And so you could go to a boot camp. A lot of the time they'll pay for your tuition, and you'll just pay them back once you get a job. Like they'll give you a freebie with the current courses in the boot camp, and then once you get a job, they'll take like 10% for 2 years of your income so you can pay them back. But they'll basically teach you everything you need to, and so the programming space in general is moving towards that. But like accounting, you're going to need a degree. Anything like that, you're certainly going to need a degree. Programming is just one of them that I think is moving a little bit more far away from degrees in general.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I think at the end of the day, it's all about like your brain, like I have a friend who he works at Google as an engineer, and he's getting like, he doesn't have a college degree, but he's getting paid like the big bucks at Google, like it's not, but he's like super smart and intellectual, just didn't go to college, doesn't have a degree.
Right. Yeah, a lot of the times if you could pass their interview questions, they'll give you a super complicated algorithm that if you could figure it out, it doesn't matter whether degree, no degree, they'll hire you. Like you said, the problem though is just getting your foot in the door and being seen originally, and if you can, more power to you. I haven't tried to get a job really in the programming space. I just made another little gain. I forgot to actually put it on the screen just now. I'm up 215 in futures. But I've never actually tried to get a job in the corporate space with programming. And mostly I'm just a front-end web developer, so I just very simple, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React Native, if anybody knows all that stuff. But back-end, different world to me. I know Python, but it's just a completely different world. But there's just so much competition in front-end web development because that's kind of like the easiest one. And so I don't know if I'd be able to even get a job if I tried to get a job in the corporate space. Maybe with this YouTube I might be able to, because I think that would make me stand out a little bit more, but maybe it wouldn't, and they may actually count that against me. I don't know, especially in corporate.
Yeah, the Goodwill Hunting method. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that
sure.
movie. That's one of my favorite movies ever.
Oh, for sure. I'm trying to get my daughter to watch it, but that's just a great movie, honestly. I'm gonna go be a janitor at MIT.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to get my foot in the door.
Yeah. I love that.
Python is where the money is. Oh, certainly. Python is the. I love Python, by the way. Python is one of the easiest languages to learn in the beginning. It's just very literal. It's a very literal language, but yeah, back end, I've never had anything I needed to really build specifically with back-end programming. And so I think you learn programming, especially in the beginning, you learn it through necessity. So like if you have to create a website and you don't want to pay $400, for it, you got to learn to program it yourself. And so I think necessity is the mother of invention, specifically with programming, like they say. But back-end, I've just never needed to back-end anything.
Right. Millennial money tips for passing the real estate exam.
Just study. I mean, don't put too much stress on it. I passed my real estate exam the first time I took it. But you just got to study. And a lot of people don't. And if you don't, that's okay. But me, with anything, I'm a crammer. And so, to be honest, I took my real estate, I signed up for real estate courses, and within 2 weeks I had my license because I just crammed all of it within 2 weeks. I just studied nonstop for 2 weeks, passed the course, got the credits, took the exam, passed the exam, had my real estate license in like 2 weeks. But this is in Texas. I don't know how it is in other places. I don't know if it's that easy, but just study. I guess that's the best advice. I can't really say anything else. Just what I usually use to remember things is you use you use like keywords that help you remember certain things. And so if you have to remember the color green, you think of slime being poured on you. And then every time you think of that question, you think green, slime, and you know it. And so that's how you memorize things. There's a specific word or term for that type of memorization that people use, but I can't think of it. Somebody in the chat might know it.
Yeah, did you do it online, the real estate course?
Yeah, I use Champions Real Estate, so it's like an online one.
Okay. Yeah, I just bought a course, a real estate course. I'm 2%, so I can't say I haven't started it, but I'm 2% done.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, go at your own pace. Real estate's beautiful in that, like, it gives you a lot of personal freedom. You can sell houses if you want, and if not, you don't have to.
Yeah, I'm just I'm not in too much of a rush. I'm doing YouTube videos and like applying for jobs, and I have other stuff going on,
Right, for sure. And that's kind of how I think that's a good way to do it. It's just kind of build up different skill sets, and so you'll use them one day and just kind of accumulate skills. That's what I try to do, at least, which is why it's kind of like, real estate, trading,
right.
Programming, all of its stuff. So you just accumulate skills, and one day, you won't have to worry about it. XCLA, I should have bought that dip. You were right. It has to pull back to 1. And it held. It held nicely there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to get into real estate, but I live in New Jersey. Don't buy what again? Oh, FRSX? Yeah, you don't have to worry about me, bro. I'm not an investor at all for anything, I'm not investing. I mean, I have an IRA, but I'm certainly not investing in FRSX. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, Mo, you keep getting hidden. So, why is New Jersey bad for real estate? Like, what happened?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Certain states I know are more strict with like how you can get your license.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore all the drama in chat. I have no idea what it's about, so I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore it too.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about over there. I'm just gonna ignore completely.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Sun W's starting to move up. FRSX, I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it's a penny stock. It'll probably fail long term anyway.
Okay. Yeah, don't invest in penny stocks. That's not a good idea.
Yeah. No, I feel you, Mo, and I get you, brother. New York. See, there's such a big price difference. And sorry we're talking about all these different things. There's just not really much going on right now, to be honest, guys. Yeah, nobody say the F word either,
Yeah.
Somebody said it earlier and I just insta-banned them. But, because it's like, look, I talk to you like I talk to Eric, like I talk to Mordecai, like I talk to anybody, But
Oh, the F word. Okay, I get it.
yeah, you know what I mean now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Association.
No, it's weird. People are weird, but yeah, the market's so slow today. It looked like it was going to be a good day, and then it just kind of died super fast.
Right. And it's Wednesday, you know, so it's hump day, and I think volume is dying down. Just hopefully we'll get some movement back. I mean, PEIX, look at PEIX. That one's starting to run. I kind of transitioned to trading futures, and I had some pretty good results just scalping futures. I'm up, you know, over $200 today in futures. I might buy a little bit of the micro here. So I'm in with 3 contracts of the micro. And we're going to see what happens, see if we get a bounce here in the E-mini. King says, hey John, where did you take the course and did the test come in? I took the course at Champions Real Estate. So it's online. It's all online. You know what sucks is that when I originally took the course, you know, most of the tests through the course were open book. And so they allowed you to basically look at the book and just look up the answers to the test. So I just took 2/3 of the position off for the micro, and I'm holding 1 contract left. We're going to try to let it run up a little bit. And we'll just get out the rest there. So yeah, we just made a little bit. We're up to about 225 on the day. But yeah, what I was saying is that when I originally took the course for real estate, the rules in Texas were that it could be an open book exam, and so you could basically just look up all the answers. It was really easy to pass the course. You really didn't have to study. You had to study for the exam. You know, don't get it twisted. You certainly have to study for the exam, but like the course, you didn't have to study for that as much because it was open book. They've actually since changed it. When I did my continuing education in real estate, which is like you have to take a certain amount of education every few years, when I did that, they changed the rules, and so it's no longer open book. All I'll say is that I might have had a pin board in front of me where they couldn't see it, and you know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say. I could have. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I did that. I'm just gonna say I could have potentially, plausibly done that without getting caught. But no. And so it really depends on your state, right? But I use Champions, and then I scheduled my exam. You schedule your exam through the state, I'm pretty sure. And the exam costs like $400, and so I scheduled my exam through like TREC, which is Texas Real Estate Commission here in Texas, and you know, scheduled it, went and took it, and passed it, and that was it. Once you pass the exam in real estate here in Texas, you're considered a inactive agent. And so you have to find a brokerage to become active.
Yeah, I especially the last like semester, or the last year really of college, I was online. So we took advantage of the tablet and the stuff they couldn't see on the camera, you know, like the open book but closed book test situation.
Right. And that's, I mean, with real estate, I'll put it this way. I've sold a bunch of houses in real estate. Like I've sold a bunch. I don't know if I've ever really used any of the information that I learned in the course, in the exam. I don't think I've used any of that information. What you really learn, like where you really learn how to be a real estate agent, is not in the classes that you take. It's actually when you sign up for a brokerage. You know, I went with like Keller Williams first. And now I'm at EXP, which I'm gonna go ahead and read all the stuff just because I think with EXP Houston I have to tell them I have to talk about my real estate here, and so this is where I'm actually at now. Wait, let me see. Find it. See if it'll let me.
Yeah, the main reason why I'm interested in real estate is to not to like sell houses and stuff to other people, but because eventually I want to invest in real estate. So I just think it'd be a huge money saver to just be my own real estate agent.
Right. For sure. I gotta bleep out my actual phone number here so people don't see it, and then I'm gonna post my information. There we go. All right, so here's my information in real estate. Just because as an agent, I have to tell people exactly. Like if I don't even think I'm promoting. Like I'm not really promoting myself in real estate. But one of the rules of being a real estate agent is if you do promote yourself on social media, you have to give your brokerage info. And so here's my name and here's my brokerage information and here's the broker address right here, just so I don't get a strike or whatever in real estate. There's the information right there. I have a site somewhere. I don't know what I did with the link. I bought a new computer and it's not saved anymore. So, but yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, are you still actively showing houses and stuff, or?
No, I don't. I have my real estate license for investing purposes, but also like if I know family or friends that need a house, I'll be their agent, and it's just kind of I can make some side money if I know anybody that needs one. But obviously, I'm not really actively promoting myself as a real estate agent.
Right.
And I got a cheap brokerage. Like EXP is cheap. It's like $60 a month, and so it's not expensive. Where like Keller Williams was like $400 a month if you wanted to stay an active agent there. So.
Wow.
Yeah, good job covering my butt. Love it. Yeah, for sure. I got to. Like I said, I don't, I'd be all right even if I didn't, because I'm not telling anybody to use my services. Like I said, if anything, I'm probably discouraging people by saying I don't really sell that many houses now. But yeah, social media is kind of a new thing. They're adding these laws to it, which I get.
Right. Jamie, we were trading. It's just really slow right now. So if you have a stock call out, let us know. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, Jamie, it's what, 11:30 market time right now? It's like lunchtime. Sorry.
Yeah, if you wanna be here for all like the trading talk, like 100%, be here when market opens.
Right. And like I said, I appreciate everybody being here, but it's like, dude, sometimes we're going to talk about other stuff besides trading. It's not going to stay only to trading. And like, to be honest, guys, I spend 4 hours of my life here every single morning. You know what I mean? So it's like, if y'all think I'm only going to talk about stocks the entire time, like that's not a reasonable expectation for us here. Obviously, we're going to go off on different topics, and I think that makes the show better as a whole anyway. We got scanners up showing you what's moving, but we also talk about other topics, which I think makes it interesting.
For sure.
Top penny stocks at the moment. All I can show you is what's showing up on my scanner. PEIX is still ripping up. AHPI.
Gevo still looks good. I don't know. I'm still in Gevo. I've been in Gevo all morning, and I'm literally like break even on it right now.
Hey.
So.
It came all the way back. It looks better. It looks much better now.
Yeah, it did. So. But then sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, somebody said realtors are like used car salesmen. Yeah. And that's why I was never a great agent. Because like, here's the thing, right? As a real estate agent, like I live in Texas, but I'm from Louisiana, right? So like all of my contacts are in Louisiana, and if I was an agent in Louisiana, I could be slanging houses out there, But like right here in Texas, like I know people here in Texas, but it's not like my base contacts here in Texas. And so it's like, if in order for me to really get business in real estate, I would have to go out there and like supermarket myself, which I don't think there's anything wrong with, but it kind of goes against my personality, specifically in real estate,
Right. Yeah, I've gotten like job offers to be like a financial advisor where it's like commission based and you have to go get your own clients, and that's just not me. Like, right. I don't want to push people like and be that like, hey, you have to buy this right now or you're gonna be broke in retirement. Like I don't want to do that. So.
Exactly. And I've had Edward Jones come out and try to hire me from watching these streams. He's like, oh, probably because he just wants me to market to all my followers. But it's like, I'm just not about that. Like, I've had a lot of odd jobs growing up. And like one of the jobs that really changed my perspective on things and motivated me to do better is I had a job at PetSmart. And I was the coupon guy at PetSmart. And I hated it. Because it's like, and I get it. Like, I walk in, somebody tries to hand me a coupon, I'm just kind of like, no thanks, and I just walk away, right? Mm-hmm. But like a certain percentage people are like really mean about it. You know, it's like, hey, do you want this free coupon? And they just don't say anything. They just kind of look at you, and it's just kind of like, whoa, dude,
Right.
just, you know. But that seriously changed my perspective on things, and I'm just not the type of person to really push. Like, I promote products here, you know, but it's like there's no obligation to buy those products. You know what I mean? Like, I might talk about the product and post the link, but it's not. I'm not saying you have to. I'm not misleading people and saying you have to buy this product right now, or you know, the market's hot right now, or you know, whatever.
For sure. Yeah, I think it's definitely, it comes down to like personality type too. Like, I'm just not a salesman personality type. Like, it's just not me.
Right. Yeah, I can sell. Like somebody here told me once there's different personality types for sales, and he said I was the Chihuahua personality type, which originally I was insulted from. Obviously, it's like, dude, you're calling me a Chihuahua. But then I read it, and it actually is like, okay, they say that I mention it a lot without pushing too hard, which just kind of makes sense, you know.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Speaking of that, guys, let's lead on into the next advertisement. If you guys want to check out the same futures platform, seriously, if you want to check out the futures platform, I'll post this link. Moving right on into a sell here. If you want to check out Top Step, they fund traders in the futures market anywhere between $30K up to over $100K. They're regulated in the US. They paid out over $2 million to their profitable funded traders last year. They funded over 3,000 traders, guys. Don't miss out. I'm just kidding. If you want to check it out, I'll post the link.
Perfect timing, though.
Yeah. Chihuahuas are only annoying if you pay attention but constantly bark. Yeah. Dude, Chihuahuas are fearless, bro. Chihuahuas, man, you get a pit bull and a Chihuahua, that Chihuahua is ready to die. You know? Mm-hmm. That Chihuahua does not care. And that's the, you know. And I'll say this, I've never owned a Chihuahua, but they are incredibly loyal dogs. Incredibly loyal, you know. But I've never owned one, but yeah.
You don't deserve dogs. Like, dogs are just, gosh, they're the greatest.
Honestly, I've been living in grief for like 5 years now, so my wife is allergic to everything. Everything, right? She's allergic to cat dander, dog dander, anything with fur, she's allergic to it. And like, I raised dogs all my life. I love dogs, but it's like I haven't had a dog in like 10 years now. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. So I grew up with allergies, and like, I love dogs though. So my best friend has a golden retriever. I would always just like cuddle with it, and then I'd get the sneezing and hives, but I wouldn't care, you know?
Right.
So then about like 3 months ago, I think, I started doing the allergy shots, the vaccines, and I love it. It's dedication.
Really? It works?
It does. It like, honestly, it's only been like 3 or 4 months, and it's a commitment. It's like a 3 to 5 year commitment.
Right.
But right now I'm going to the maintenance dose, so I have to do it like twice a week, and then the maintenance dose is once a week. So once you reach that maintenance, but like, I've already seen improvements of the allergies, and like, it's your own kind of personal shot. So you, like, for instance, I have like the molds and trees I'm allergic to, and then the animals. So it's honestly really great. You should look into it if your wife.
Yeah. That's honest. That's what I want to do, and she's been talking about that for a long time. About getting on allergy shots. To be honest, we've always questioned on whether it actually worked for her, because somebody said get a hairless cat, and honestly, I tried to I was pushing that on her like a week ago. I was showing her pictures, and like, really, I think the pictures actually hurt more than they helped, to be honest. I don't know if you've ever seen a hairless cat, but they're not the. Yeah, I think they're cool, but like, it gave my daughter nightmares. I'll say it that way. Yeah. So. But the question is always whether these allergy shots will actually work or not. Also, I'm in 2 contracts of the micro here, down $10, $12. Market's pulling back. I'm gonna let it test 279.50 and then jump out if nothing looks good. But the problem though is that she's allergic to dander, so it's not just the hair; it's the saliva as well. And so that's our fear with getting a hairless cat, is that, and cats lick themselves all the time, so it's like, even if they don't have fur, if they lick themselves and she's allergic to that, she's still not going to be able to go around that thing.
Yeah.
And it sucks too.
I'm the same. I'm in the same boat. Like, I'm not allergic to. Well, I think I'm allergic to probably all, like, the hair and the dandruff and the saliva. But we have a Portuguese water dog who, like, Portuguese water dogs are hypoallergenic.
Nice.
And I still am allergic to him, but not as much as like I am the golden retriever, you know?
Right. Yeah, and then see, I think my wife is actually more allergic to cats than dogs, which is why, like, I tried to sell her on a cat, because I like cats too, and I've had cats before as well, where cats are cool. I respect the cat almost a little bit more than a dog, because a cat's only going to go to you if it really wants to. You know?
Right. They're so indifferent.
Right, they're indifferent to you unless they really like you, which is cool about cats. But
yeah,
one day.
Yeah, Kristen said I was allergic to cats, but now I think I got immune. Cat allergies, as you get older, they kind of grow out of them.
Right.
So, like, for instance, my allergies aren't as bad as they were when I was a child, but they still are there. But yeah, seriously, the allergy shots, like, I'm impressed with them, and it's only been 4 months, so it is a huge commitment though.
Yeah, see, that's what I would love to have a dog too, because my kids aren't allergic to anything. I'm pretty sure my son has my allergies, and I'm not allergic to anything that I know of. And so I would love to get them a dog, just because I think every kid should have a dog at least once. It'll teach them empathy, to be honest. It'll teach them empathy and care for, like, other, things, and so I really want one. You should talk to my wife. We'll try to sell her. I'll try to get her to come on stream one day, and you can, like, sell her the allergy shots. Yeah.
Yeah, for real. No, I love that. But they're just, like, honestly, we don't deserve dogs, like, and all animals really, like, and it's just, they're great.
Right. Especially dogs. Dogs are like companions for sure.
Get them a robo dog.
Now, really, what we're actually considering right now for my kids is we're considering a bearded dragon.
Ooh, those are cool.
And because the thing about them is that you can train and condition them, right? So you could say, come here, and tap on the floor, and they'll, like, run up to you, and you can, like, give them a worm, and they'll be like your friend,
Yeah. My friend has some, what even are they? Iguanas? What are bearded dragons? Like lizards? Like,
yeah, they're lizards, or they're reptiles of some sort.
Kind of dinosaur.
Yeah, right. It's a big dinosaur-looking thing with, like, spiky heads.
They're so cute, and they're honestly so sweet. Like, right. They're really sweet.
Right. Wait. Well, what gave me the idea is, like, there was this girl on TikTok, I believe it was, and she trained her bearded dragon, and his name was Mochi. And she would be like, come here, Mochi, and she would tap on the ground, and Mochi would look, and then he would get all excited and run up to her, and she would feed him a worm, and then she would be like, stay, and he would stay, and he listened, like he was like a friend, a companion, and that's what it really is. The only issue with them is that salmonella, which is a big issue, but, you just have to wash your hands. Yeah. Hey, can you explain more about Top Step? Sure. And then we're probably about to close it down, guys, but I'll push Top Step one more time. So yeah, Top Step is a funded account program for futures. And so what they do is they give you a demo account. It's subscription based. So there's 30K packages all the way up to over 100K. And the 30K package is $120 for the first month, and then $150 after that per month, right? And so they'll give you that 30K demo account, and they'll give you a profit target, a risk you can't break over a certain amount of losses, all that good stuff. And if you could make $2,000 on that 30K account while following the rest of their rules and conditions, then they fund you that $30,000 as proprietary futures traders. So they're going to fund you that 30K, and then they're going to take a percentage of your profit. So the base one, I think, is 20%. So they're going to keep $200 out of every $1,000 you make. And yeah, like I said, they paid out millions last year to their traders, and they're regulated in the U.S. They funded over 3,000 traders, and that's this platform I'm using currently right here. So, and I think it makes a lot of sense. I'm pretty new to the futures market. I have a few strategies that seem to work, but yeah, I think it helped. I certainly think it's helped me in the futures market, and I'll post this link here. Also, like I said, before we leave, y'all go check out Caitlin's channel. She's got a lot of good free trading, investing, business content. It's all free, and she does a good job of explaining it. I'm not the most investing type of person, but I've watched some of her videos and learned a lot about investing in there as well. She's a mod here at the channel, and so, it's a good supporting thing to go sub to her channel, and we'll post it here in the chat if you guys want to check it out.
Thank you all.
And yeah, guys, we're probably going to get out of here. Also, Does anybody know if Webull is still doing? There's Caitlin's link right there. Does anybody know if Webull is still doing their free stock promotion? I think they are, but if anybody wants, check out Webull as well. It's a good way to help support us too. Webull has free paper trading, free scanners, and I believe you at least get a free stock for opening up an account there. You might have to deposit $100. I'm not 100% sure. Let me click this actually and see. 4 free stocks. Let's see what it says. So you get 4 free stocks right now. What? So I think if you deposit $100, you get 4 free stocks. I'm not 100% sure though. But check out the description if you want to see Webull. Like I said, free paper trading, free scanners, good platform, free news releases there too. So y'all check out Webull. Again, Benzinga, super helpful scanners. These have really been what have been alerting me with a lot of these penny stocks today. They've been really kind of showing me what's moving in penny stocks today with Benzinga, and they're really, really helpful there as well. And so if you want to check out Benzinga, here's that link too. Okay, so yeah, you gotta sign up and deposit 100. Gotcha. There's the Benzinga link right there if you want to check it out. And yeah, we're down in penny stocks. We're down like $10 today, which is okay. You know, we're up nicely in futures. But yeah, guys, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. Thank Caitlin for being here. You want to say anything else before we close it down, Caitlin?
I'm set. Go like and subscribe to everything, you know.
Right. And I'll be back tomorrow with Mordecai. And yeah, y'all go sub to Caitlin. The link is, I'll post it one more time. Yeah. The link is above us, and I'll post it one more time. And yeah, y'all have a good day. Y'all be careful. The volume's a little bit light right now. And so y'all be careful. And have a good day, team.
Have a good one.